Rolling Star. Rolling Star. Hey yo! Hi, everybody. It's your boy. We back.
It's time to do.
You guys doing okay? Welcome to Super Jambud Saturdays. We're gonna try to fight through this, whatever this thing I'm getting is. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Guys, how's your Saturday doing, man? Glad you're able to make it. Just what? That sentence seems mad weird, the way you said it. I called myself taking a break. So I can, like,
It's time to do.
I called myself taking a break so I can, like, get some rest on my throat. Basically not talking. And, I did not get much sleep at all. Put it that way. Then I realized I haven't eaten. So I rushed downstairs to make some ramen, and I made a hamburger. I'm really hungry now. I'm eating it right now. Give me a duels break from a great channel. My guy. My guy. I think I was gonna do some Honkai Star Rail today. If it's too low, I can turn it up. Hold up.
It's time.
Is that better? Hopefully it's better. So I can turn it down over actually. Turn the style audio. That should be better. All right. I could probably turn my gain down a little bit more. There we go. Whew. Yes, I'm eating a burger and I'm having some ramen on the side. I'm super hungry. This week, I didn't cook as much, so try to get back to doing that so I can save money, you know? This is better for you. It's a good thing for yourself.
It's time to do.
Man really wants to duel. I was actually going to go into Honkai Star Rail. If we get enough people, as always, if we get enough people that want to do a duel room, I am totally down to do a duel room. Master Dragon, man. Did you miss? What's that? Did you miss the stream earlier today? We did an early stream with Galzo, and he was teaching me how to play Branded for a few matches. It was great. Also tomorrow we have a new video that he's posting up on his channel, and I provided some voiceover for that. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Lore related, so definitely make sure you come to his channel and check it out. I'm very happy with it. He's very happy with it, actually. Very excited to show you guys the full Thesis lore. As you are aware, we did some of it already. And that's still up, I believe, on his channel. But Now it's gonna be the full up-to-date version. So he's gonna send that in there. Excuse me. Definitely check that out. You stream early in the freaking morning. That's so not you. Yeah, it's not me at all. I tend to like want to sleep. Or if it's on the weekdays, I'm usually working. My ultimate goal is to find a way to not to have enough income to where I can stream in the morning. I can stream twice a day and still get stuff done. I definitely want streaming to be more of my thing. It's starting to feel like really good, like feel right, you know? I mean, obviously we got a long ways to go, but that's normally how it goes anyway, so. Alright, just chilling here eating my ramen now. Open room so I can get the people to join. Why you make it sound like you have like a huge crowd of people just ready to go in, you know?
Homeboy for, you know, sending kind words my way.
Oh, yeah, I'm listening to D1 stream on the side actually. If you guys are wondering, so you can get. Oh, you should join him too. I have a tab open for that. Let's go ahead and open up Star Rail. I want to get my farming in today. Since we know Ruin May is coming out, and then we know Sparkle is coming out later. They're both Harmony, so it just makes sense to just spam a lot of Harmony hunting, you know what I mean? Just spam a lot of that. While this is loading up on the screen, guys, just a quick reminder, we are selling new Streamily prints right now. If you want to check them out, go ahead. I've already seen people checking them out, and I've also seen people purchasing, so right now they're off-stream signings. But if we get enough people interested, I'll definitely consider doing it on stream. I just gotta set it up. I haven't gotten that figured out yet. But yeah, I appreciate you guys' support wherever you send it. And that's all I wanted to say. I probably won't shoot this again tonight. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm gonna eat some food while we play. Should probably turn off this. I was just so into it, dude. Hey, what is that? What is that emote? HMK gun? I don't get it. Are you threatening me to play Bastard Duel? Alright. Let's take a look at our statuses, what we got so far. It's about to get a lot harder. It's time
to do.
It's about to get a lot harder. I think we all agree on that. So it might be a good idea to check and see what I could work on. Right now, 2-piece speed, 2-piece broken keel, 2-piece wuthering snow. I'm getting more comfortable with the prospect of just putting a 2-piece wuthering snow on people, just to keep them alive. I think it's going to be more important as the content gets more difficult, right? To me, that makes the most sense. So, you guys let me know. I don't get it. Like conversation at the wall. Mama, are you being mean to me? Hey! Watch it, buddy. All right, let's take a look. 2-piece speed. 2-piece healing set. I can't believe this is at 12. I've not leveled this up. Let me see if I have another one. There's a Fed Res HP here. I should probably level this up, huh? Yeah. Yes, HP percent, love it. Okay. I didn't know that was 12 this whole time. See, this is why you gotta look through your stuff every once in a while, just to double check, man. I actually took some relics off of my Fu Xuan for other characters, like for my Hanya. It's like I have this relic right here, and I don't know. Maybe I should farm this again sometime. Do you think Sparkle's gonna want the 4-piece hacker space, guys, or do you think Sparkle is going to want 4-piece quantum? Let me know in the comments. I'm not sure, man. It's too early. It feels too early to really pinpoint it for real, but part of me feels like she wants to be as fast as possible. I don't know if her ult buffs single target though, or buffs, everybody. I don't know. I don't even know what it does. I'm just assuming it's gonna be busted. I really hope it is. Everyone respects Mono Quantum for its comfortability, but they kind of like rip on it for its power level in terms of clearing content, because everyone's like, oh, Zeal is power crept old player. Screw you. I put too much effort in Zeal to not player, dude. All right, let's see what we got here. Man, I will say though, it's been rough today. After I had my session, my throat's just been getting worse. So I'm trying to realize. When I'm talking, I'm trying to be calm and not like explode too much. Let's see. Hey, this is Jing Yuan, right? I haven't played Jing Yuan in a minute. Definitely could use a better rope. Well, 5 speed is good. The opposite current, it feels like talking to a wall when talking to Dragon. What? Oh, no, it's just that he wants to duel, right? And I'm like, I get it, but we had Master Duel earlier today, and I told everybody I was going to do Star Rail to start this stream, I hope my Ting-Yun is good enough to survive getting blasted. Oh yeah, speaking of which, speaking of harmony farming, another reason, because we want to work on our Baronia. We definitely want to crown this. Okay, and now we need 14 of these. See if I can make it now. Totally can. Great. Love to see it. Okay. We have enough then. Now we gotta go farm this once. Redeem the code? You mean from the live stream event? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. Thank you guys for posting it in our Discord. Oh, wait. I should definitely do this today. 8 days for this, 8 days for that. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do today, chat. Let's see. Let's go in here. Fire, lightning, and quantum, huh? We're gonna jam them. Alright, and let me see where you are here. Traces. Eventually I should probably do something about this too. Alright. Let's get it.
You're in trouble now.
Oh, hold up. I'm an idiot. Retreat. Why would I go in here without using, like, it's like setting up? That's free. It's freaking free, man.
Cool it. Cool it. Infallible.
There you go. Better. Let's jam her. She's about to not have fun, Chad.
You're in trouble now. I'll free you from your chain. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Do 1,000 wonders to fight its fun.
Alright. Ow, of course. This salon changes everything.
More enemies.
That's cap.
Time for fun.
I'll hold that. Okay.
Together as one.
Oh, that's quantum.
What a headache.
I should probably just focus on you, actually. Almost dead. Oh, wow. Already? Alright, we'll hold on to that. We'll do a big burst hit at the, once she switches over to her other form.
Yin and yang. A quick divination. All things in this world human creations. Who's next? This combat needs optimized.
Alright.
This is double speed. Time for fun. 1,000 wonders to fight it.
Let's see if we can kill her in one shot. Here we go.
I'll free you from your chains.
We'll slow it down.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Bodied. That was cool. And now, with Abrania. It's crazy that I've had her for so long. I've never done this. Let's see. Do I need to hit work on any of this stuff? That's probably like later. 6 is probably fine, right? I honestly don't know. I only have 3 of them. I'll let you guys tell me what you think. In the meantime, we should probably go ahead and am I pulling for Blade? No, I'm not gonna pull for Blade. Mike, with what I have available for me in terms of funds, I feel like it's probably better if I just wait for Sparkle.
The third to last line says.
And
Today is a
maybe
good day for
try to get
public service
Black
and
Swan.
overtime.
That was the plan for a few months now. And yes, it bugs me. Because people are really talking up Ruan May. And it makes me feel like I'm about to miss out on an extremely broken unit. Anyone pulling for Run May? It's just that I'm so devoted to the mono quantum lifestyle, man. It's just so comfortable for the most part. It took a lot of effort because, as you can tell, a lot of the characters are all 5 stars, you know. And it really didn't become like super crazy until Fu Xuan came out. You say Ruin Maze an easy skip? I don't know if it's that easy. I don't know if it's that easy. I mean, you're probably right though. Like, for me, my question would be like, do I run Ruan Mei on my Jing Liu team? And if I do, who do I take out? Like Bronya? Heck no. Pela? Maybe? I don't know. I feel like a character that has the weakness efficiency increase, which is a broken ability, by the way. I probably would want it for other types of breaks, not ice. Like quantum or imaginary. Or even lightning, if you want to put her on a Kafka team. But mostly mono and quantum. Quantum and imaginary is what I'm thinking. All right. I think it's. I put a bunch of spices and ginger and pepper in this ramen, and I am feeling it. But I feel like I need to do it. So I guess we should just farm for harmony pieces. I mean, it's an easy farming process.
Let's be friends, shall we?
Hmm.
Evil has begun. Converge and awaken.
I forgot about that.
Time for a plan. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
I'm pretty sure.
Illusions of the
I'm
past.
hopeful. Then once they get, at the very minimum, Hanabi or Sparkle. Once they get her, once they get Black Swan, that's it. I don't think I need anything else. Does anyone know who voices Hanabi, by the way, or Sparkle? Who's the voice actor for her? Curious.
This is double speed.
Man, I was hungry. Still eating this ramen like I haven't eaten it all day. I just had a cheeseburger. You know what I could have did? I just realized I could do something really god tier. What if I combined the burger, the cheeseburger, with ramen? What do you guys think? I'm sure it's been done before somewhere. Right? I said, what if I combined my cheeseburger with ramen? Like, I put ramen in the cheeseburger as a topping. Do you think that'd be, like, really good? And have, like, the melted cheese in the ramen? I think that would be sick. Boom.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's
I don't even know if I'm gonna make soup tomorrow, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I thought I was gonna want to rest all day. I have some work I have to do. I have some work I have to do, so unfortunately, I'm probably just gonna do that and then rest the rest of the day.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Oh man.
Illusions of the past.
Yo, what's this I'm hearing about the completionist, man?
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Kind of like looking on the side here. Someone's bringing up the completionist. Apparently something ridiculous one happened.
Disappear among the sea of
I never really watched this stream, but I knew of them. You know? Alright, so we got those. Complete 12 exorcismal chronic challenge. Alright, here's the next thing we gotta do. Ugh. Excuse me. I gotta take off this jacket. I'm actually kind of burning up in here. Alright, so how do we do this? Yeah, I'll complete this probably, right? How easy is this? Oh, they're all there.
What's up? You're finally here. Without you, our ghost hunting squad would be nothing.
What?
Hey, I'm a reliable squad member too. Sure, when you're not passed out in fear.
Cut it out. If you keep teasing me, I'm not gonna perform my boulder smashing trick for you anymore.
Boulder smashing? What's this ghost hunting squad all about?
The official name is the Ten Lords Commission Special Operations Team for the Heliobi Containment Breach Incident. That was the name given to us by decree of the Ten Lords. Since we managed to survive the Fixtral Garden incident, the Ten Lords decided to entrust us with hunting down and subduing the Heliobi using our special skills.
God, you're so hot. Jesus Christ. Using our special skills.
Hua is a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, and I'm a Cloud Knight. We must answer the call to the best of our abilities. And this one here is an Outworlder who's done great things for the sake of the Xianzhou. But why did little Hui have to get dragged into this? This mission is too dangerous for a civilian.
Ugh, I get it. You don't think I have any special skills, so I'll just get in the way?
Yeah, pretty much.
Every flower and tree on the Xianzhou is significant in its own way. Miss Blay has her own strengths, too. As a famous street performer and live streamer, she has precisely the skills we need to acquire intel for our mission.
What, really?
That's right. This expedition was commissioned by the Ten Lords themselves. I am unsure as to why they attached so much importance to this endeavor, but I have a theory. Miss Glay has set up a social media account under the guise of investigating paranormal phenomena and unexplained mysteries. We can use it to gather intel for our mission.
That's how you do it? Okay. I guess without people panicking too much? I don't know, man.
You hear that, Sushong? I'm a key member of the squad! They said I could be a Ten Lords Commission intelligence hawk!
I might not be a scholar, but I don't think calling someone a hawk is a compliment.
It's not?
The Ten Lords Commission has specially entrusted Judge Huohuo with commanding the ghost hunting squad. So please make sure to follow her lead in all matters related to the Heliobi.
Okay.
That's right. I won't let us down.
Alright, so I guess we just talked to her.
Captain Hua, should we start the ghost hunt now?
Captain? You can just call me Hua.
Well, understood, Captain Hua.
I'm really surprised that Madame Hanya asked me to be the leader of the ghost hunting squad. After Tail disappeared, I thought for sure the commission would ask me to resign. But for some reason... Anyway, I'll do my best to carry out my duties. As for our mission, Cirrus was locked up in Fixtual Garden, but there are a lot of other Heliobi that escaped after the creation furnace was broken. According to the Ten Lords Commission understanding of Heliobi,
Do I need to turn up the game volume?
they tend to roam densely populated areas in search of hosts. And wherever they go, there are bound to be reports of supernatural phenomena. Little Gwei, can you show us the website we'll be using for intel?
Gwei? Little Gwei. Actually, she might be older than her. Yeah. Okay. Paranormal Lovers website? Ghostly Grove? Okay. So we're going to gather paranormal experiences from the site. Gather fans at all costs. As the number of fans increases, we can receive more assignments. Okay.
Look,
So how do we make new fans?
So I only have a few followers on this site. But based on past experience, once you get a following, people start flooding you with stories and news about paranormal activity. We have our work cut out for us, that's for sure. Sometimes a lead is obviously fake, but other times it's hard to tell from just a few words on the internet. After all, some people will make up all kinds of nonsense to attract attention.
Oh boy, don't we know it, chat.
So, we still have to go out and fact-check the leads?
Plus, the Spirit Bearers from the Ten Lords Commission will be carrying out their own investigation in secret as well.
Speaking of attracting attention, how do we get a following on a paranormal activity website? Sounds like Little Gwei's department. She used me in some of her performances just to draw a bigger crowd. Haha, that's the easy part. We just post some videos of us ghost hunting, subduing Heliobi. We're working for the Ten Lords Commission after all. We're gonna have the best content out there. Oh, wait, aren't we supposed to be operating in secret?
Well, another thing we have to think about is that Heliobi feed on the emotions of their hosts. They can even manipulate a host into revealing their deepest secrets. Wouldn't posting a victim's personal information online cause even more harm to the victim? I'm not trying to pick holes, just raising some concerns.
The way I see it, operating in secret and exposing the paranormal go hand in hand. We won't reveal the names of any victims. We'll just post some pics and videos of the squad engaging in fierce battles with the supernatural. And then come up with some dramatic titles.
I'm probably really bad at titles, so this might give you some tips.
Like, Little Gwei investigates. Ghost tries to scare young Cloud Knight girl on creepy road. Gets owned. You know?
Really?
We'll turn the entire Heliobi hunting process into regular uploads. Viewers will see that there's nothing scary about it, and there won't be any public panic. Why are you looking at me? Want a medal or something? It does kind of sound like a good idea. Thanks, bestie. I feel like some of you aren't convinced by the whole online ghost hunting thing. How about this? We take a look at the leads we have so far, and pick one to try out as a test run. Take a look. This post is getting tons of comments.
Her phone just popped up in her hand. Okay. Helper crests usually have clues leading to Heliobi. Okay. Okay, what is this? As you can see, after completing assignments, we will receive fans and gratuity. Okay.
Lady Bailu disappeared? That's nothing new. She sneaks off all the time.
That's not the point. Here, read this part.
She definitely does.
One of the healers from the Alchemy Commission had Lady Bailu cornered, but then she disappeared into thin air. Judging from the comments, there were several witnesses. Sure, Lady Bailu runs away all the time, but disappearing into thin air?
Whose emo is that?
Like the work of a heliobus. The heliobi are masters of manipulating the senses. There are stories of heliobi changing their shape and appearance to disguise themselves as someone else.
Okay, so what are we waiting for? Let's get moving and see if we can find some witnesses.
Before we head out, let's make sure we have our intel in order. If we can better understand what a heliobus wants to do, and what it's capable of doing, it'll be easier for us to help the victim. Interviewing witnesses might give us some clues, but they won't know anything about heliobi. I think I have an idea. We have another source of intel we could use.
Was what? Oh, really?
I heard from Miss Tanya that Cirrus is caught in
Did I check the
stalemate.
video yet? No, I haven't.
The evil binding matrix has trapped them.
You down to do that now?
The thought of seeing Cirrus sends shivers down my spine. But,
All right, dog.
I bet Cirrus would be eager
So as
to
this
see me again.
conversation is
They'd
over.
devour me whole if they
Oh, shut up.
could. I think Tail made a fool of Cirrus, and Cirrus has held a grudge ever since. If we can get them worked up over it, we might be able to use them to our advantage.
All right.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Wait, why? Why'd you say that? What's the problem, dude? All right, actually, we'll mute this for now. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get YouTube up. What is this? Wait, Galzo. I had Galzo video up too, actually. Alright, so here's the video. It looks like it's 50 minutes long. Arnold Palmer. What about him? I like, isn't that the lemonade with the tea? Yeah, I like that. I haven't had it in a while though. Let's see here. Post the video up. Oh my god. I'm getting trolled by fucking Rolling Start, dude. That's funny. What the heck? I'll look at this later. Alright. Pull this up for you guys. I just noticed there's no option to have you look at a single character. Let's see here. Alright, well, I got the screen up. So whenever D1 is ready, we could just jump right into it. Or actually, I think he's going to want us to share his screen. I mean, with the Genshin thing, by the way. Huh? What Genshin thing? option to redeem single character reviews. Oh, I see. But you could always post them in our Discord, though. It just won't be me always looking at it and giving responses to it. But it lets anybody do it. But it's good to have like conversation about it in our Discord, so. Single character, though. Maybe I should do something like that, huh? We can probably do that. I can add it maybe later. Alright, now what we, let me unmute so I can hear D1. Yeah, he's probably gonna want to show me his screen, and he we will follow it on his side. Let's look at some videos on YouTube for a second. I'm gonna wait for him. What are we looking at? What are we gonna look at? Oh, guys, have you seen these videos from like Plankton? Like, apparently, send to talents are work in progress. Nice. Have you guys seen like this AI, like this song, I guess metalcore song, and it's like Plankton's voice from SpongeBob. But obviously, it's like AI generated, or like they changed the voice to make it sound like Plankton, and it goes fucking hard, dude. So the rap ones, yeah. Let me see if I can find this one. Listen to this. Why is that so hard? It's not even the whole song. Holy shit, dude. It does not have to go that hard, dude. Have you heard this? Maybe copyright? You mean for using a character's voice? I don't know. I mean, I don't think anything. He's getting. Wait, what's this guy's name? Hold on a second. Boy, what? Boy, what? He has 38.5k views. He has. I think the big songs that I've heard people talking about was Plan Z, which is what we just heard, and then something called Neon Tide. So do you guys want to listen to Neon Tide real quick, or Plan Z? I'm gonna find the lyric video up. It's actually kind of hot, right? It's actually kind of crazy. No? Okay, you don't have to do it now. Well, I'm just letting you guys know about it. I'm definitely gonna look at this stuff later. The concept seems so funny, but it's legit. Like, you could tell that it's a guy singing it, and they just doing a voice changer, but the music is crisp, the lyrics are very strong, so I am definitely down to listen to this shit. Alright, well, since no one wants to listen to it, let's go ahead and just work on this for a second while I wait for D1. Get information out of Cirrus? Okay.
Oh, this tedium. Even the insects can't hold my attention any longer. I wonder if these ones will prove to be more entertaining.
Cirrus, we've come to ask you a few questions. I hope you'll be cooperative.
Oh, if it isn't the little girl who fainted in Vixtral Garden the
Vixtral
moment
Garden.
she encountered the Heliobi. Already talking to me like a detective, are you?
Hey, where's my sword? You just wait.
What do you have from your YouTube channel? What do I have from my YouTube channel? What do you mean? You want to see what's on my YouTube channel? I'm assuming that's what you're asking. I can't type the lyrics in chat. It's probably going to get censored. The lyrics from what? The thing you found. Oh, I mean, yeah, if you feel like it might be the case. Oh, the plankton rap? Oh, I mean, we should you can post it in music, I guess, for now. But I think I've heard some of what you're talking about. It's like, you know, your average rap song. You know, money, cars, and hoes kind of thing. But it's funnier because it's plankton. SpongeBob characters. Made it about Lean and Karen's. What the heck? I didn't know about that. Yeah, maybe not post that one. Who was it? Where's the channel? What's the channel name, though? Oh, but Master Dragon. Here's my YouTube channel. If you want to look at that real quick. Like, this is Glorb. I think I've seen that for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I actually tried to do like a comic dub like a while ago. I don't know if you guys seen this video, but I tried to do comic dubs before. I did like one for like a few chapters, and then I was like, you know, I don't want to do it no more. But it, you know, when it came out, it was pretty receptive. People liked it a lot. So if you guys ever seen this one, Love Advice from the Great Duke of Hell, maybe something to look into. If I ever do another one, I would totally like to continue the story. The problem is, it's kind of like you have to get permission, you know, especially if you put it on YouTube, because, you know, you're talking about like potentially making money from it, and I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. So let's see here. We can look a little bit into it. Anyone in the chat seen this before? Love Advice for the Great Duke of Hell. Anyone's ever seen this before ever? It's basically a webtoons thing. Not yet. Want to see it? Okay, let's watch it together then. Let me actually. All right, I guess the background music's low enough, so I'll just put it in the background. Here you go. Let's listen to it. Let's see if it's aged well, man. You better circle it? Gotcha. Is this loud enough?
Paul is back.
And it looks like he went to that bookstore again. Come to think of it, he's been acting pretty weird lately. Not that he was normal or anything to begin with, but...
What the hell? Blue and black? That dress is clearly white and gold. Are they on drugs? Hey, Paul, just to be sure, what color is this dress?
I am impressed, human. To think a lone mortal could summon me, Astaroth of the 23 Great Dukes of Hell. This just became interesting. Now, as per the contract, I will let you borrow an ounce of my power for 6 days in exchange of your soul. So tell me, human, what do you seek in this rotten world of yours?
Well, there's this girl I'm kind of interested in, you know?
Kind of stuff, you know?
Wondering if she felt the same way. Just kidding. No. I mean, I don't even know if she remembers me at all. And I don't have any experience when it comes to that stuff. But with you, I thought I could find the strength to talk to her or something. So, yeah, that's it. Do you think you could help me in any way?
What?
That's literally the first chapter. Okay, I think I'll stop there for now. But you guys got the issue. You guys got the general idea of the show of the comic. I thought it was, when I first ran into this by accident, it was so fucking funny. I was like, what? You do realize your soul's gonna take it, right? My dude. It's like it lives off subversion. You know what I mean? I must admit, I had fun. I had fun trying to land these funny points in the comic. It's a lot of chapters, so I only did 8 of them, and like part of it was because I wasn't sure. I didn't want anyone to get in trouble, you know. But some voice actors I know, some voice actor friends of mine took part in this, which I appreciate. It was really fun. All right. You guys want me to go to the next? Continue going or just go back to Star Rail? Solo leveling video trailer? Huh. I guess we could do that. See, I've never actually paid attention to this. Which trailer? I just saw like multiple trailers. Solo leveling world premiere trailer, or the most recent one is solo leveling trailer 4. Wait, is it opening and ending trailer? Oh, it's just showing the opening and ending themes. Is there like an English version we could look at? All 4 possible? Let's see. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, here we go. Let's see what this is about. Solo leveling? Where is this from? Is this from a manga? Opening anime song artist. This looks good. Animation looks kind of good. What? Hiroyuki Sawano? Yo, let's go! Now I have to watch it. I can hear the Tomorrow X Together. I've never heard of these people. Oh, there it is. Okay, this sounds hot! English. Okay. I actually am digging this. What's the point of this? What's the anime about? Oh, okay. He just ran into a snake's mouth. Okay. What the heck? It actually sounds OD. This actually sounds kind of OD. I'm probably gonna watch this. The first episode's already on air. Is it in Japanese only, or is it English version? I want to see it in English first. I sent you a video in Discord, like, oh, where it's located. Okay. Dude, that actually sounds. Dude, I'm immediately sold. What is solo leveling? The most hype power fantasy coming? Okay. Okay.
Our real enemy is time.
When it comes to a series where the main characters...
Oh, I remember this guy, this YouTube channel, Annie News. I don't know why I never subscribe to him. Why? Oh, man, that Brit was murder. Alright, let's listen to this. Tell me about solo leveling, Mr. Annie News.
Overpowered, very few actually portrayed in a way that's entertaining. You have shows like the Bargain Bin Isekai in which power is just magically granted, then it's after that every conflict becomes extremely trivialized.
Yeah.
Sure, the characters...
I hate that. I hated that.
Wrong, and there's plenty of flexing, but whenever...
I fucking hate that cell phone guy. God damn it.
Everything else literally doesn't matter because of it, that's when a power fantasy starts to become boring in my opinion. Then we have shows like Eminence in Shadows, Slime, and Overlord.
Actually, Eminence in Shadow's legit. I very much enjoyed Eminence in the Shadow. I need to go back to watching Slime. It was fun. It was a fun watch, but I did stop watching it. Overlord, I think there's potential there too. I kind of like Overlord as well.
Overlord, where despite the character being the strongest, or pretty much close to the strongest, there's all these other events going on that make that power a secondary element.
Yeah.
For Eminence in Shadow, it's Sid's oblivious influence on everything. For Slime, it's Rimuru people and their presence as an independent nation. Then for Overlord, it's Nazarick and their pursuit of world domination. All things that are assisted by the main protagonist's overwhelming power, but at the end of the day, it's really just this complementary tool used to assist in the building of the plot, world, and characters.
It's really the best way to do things. If you make an isekai all about the broken character's OP-ness, it gets stale very, very fast. You know, I mean, like Sword Art Online, for example. At least from what I've seen. Anyway, that one seems to be like a popular known one. I think the first anime I saw that was isekai related, that I really started to enjoy, that incorporated these different elements, was Saga of Tanya the Evil. For sure. She was OP, but she still was vulnerable. You know what I mean? She still was a human at the end of the day. And it was in the middle of a World War II-esque Germany kind of situation, or at least fantasy Germany, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, being powerful is one of the defining traits of the series. It's certainly not the end-all be-all for it. And it's that defining aspect of a good power fantasy versus a bad power fantasy that I think solo leveling might do the best out of anyone. What is this solo leveling, you might ask? Well, that's what we're going to talk about here. A series well known across the globe for how exciting it is that in only a few weeks we'll be premiering its anime. It's also the show I'll be covering every week on this channel come January. Now, I know solo leveling is
a web novel,
corner, but allow me to introduce you to some other system-based novels.
Is this on Webtoons? It has to be. If it's it's probably on Webtoons.
Just like
Wasn't there another anime from there that they turned into, like, at least two? Like Tower of God, and it was something else. It was like a fighting tournament kind of thing. That was also on Webtoons. I forget what it's called, but it had really good animation.
Like how Sung Jin-woo used his to become overwhelmingly powerful, the protagonists of all these do exactly the same. So, where can you read all these amazing novels? Well, with today's sponsor being Webnovel, all you gotta do is download their app and search for System. Not only will you find similar stories like The Strongest System or God Rank Upgrade System, but all the best new isekai, fantasy, and everything in between can be found here with just the click of a button. Both novels and comics can be read seamlessly.
High School.
As for the one
God
I'm
of High
reading
School,
myself
yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah.
I gotta recommend Reincarnated with The Strongest System. In a world where the MC makes the ultimate sacrifice for his family, the gods decide to reincarnate him with what's called, well, the Strongest System. It's a tool that helps him level up quickly and choose from multiple professions. Obviously that makes him overpowered, but it's not so much that makes this story captivating, but instead the way that he uses it to find happiness again. It's an emotional journey in which our MC tries to make a new life for himself. So, if you want to read that or any of the other System novels, then be sure to click the link in the description.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, yes, there are some, like, diamonds in the rough, man, but man, it's rough. It's a rough. You know what I mean? This type of story is so inundated. It's terrible, I have to say.
Novel today. After which, all you gotta do is just search for System. All the ones I've mentioned.
Like,
will be
to
right
me,
at the top.
80% of these isekai power fantasy anime is heavily reliant on the harem aspect, and not in a well-written way either. And that makes it sad and boring, because as a reader, you see the potential, and you want to believe in that potential. You know what I mean? And I'm not a person that necessarily hates fan service. It's like, whatever, I'm an adult. I do what I want. You know, I mean, I've watched rated R movies. I think I got it. I'm good. You know, not gonna tell me, you know, guilt me into not really looking into that stuff. But I gotta say, man, if that's all it is, I think it's boring, because I can find it anywhere. Like, what makes you unique, even if you're gonna use those things? Noblesse was one too. I don't know if I recognize Noblesse. I don't know if I've read that one. I feel like I've heard of it though.
Let's get back to the video. It was almost 10 years ago that Solo Leveling first made its appearance.
10 years ago?
What started out as an unpublished novel back in 2014 was later
Korean?
serialized onto the South Korean platform Kakao Page, then quickly into a webtoon only 2 years later. It had become this digital comic that would rapidly expand across the world. From Korea to Japan, then soon after North America, Solo Leveling had become this global phenomenon that would garner millions of readers daily. It had become one of, if not the most popular manhwa ever.
Really?
Now, what is it that makes Solo Leveling so popular? Well, I don't think it's because it's a literary masterpiece that's perfect in every aspect, but what I do think is that it delivers on exactly what it sets out to do. We go in expecting the story of a guy who becomes stronger solo, and what we're given in return is a plot that progresses like butter, characters both relatable and understandable, then art that's some of the best I've ever seen in any medium.
Oh, it's finished.
Combine this with an underdog story that has you rooting heavily for the protagonist, and what you get are the core ingredients to make just about any story successful. It's when we start looking at Solo Leveling through the lens of what makes it a power fantasy, though, that's when we get to the elements that really make it shine. The progression of power is slow and methodic, the pacing quick and action intense, then the scale of conflict grows with respect to the level of power that the main character is at. It's like this exponential ramp in which you think he's reached his peak, then out of nowhere someone or something appears to prove otherwise. That's not to say those things are random or make no sense though, because the way one conflict flows into the next is actually quite smooth and fairly captivating. The story wastes no time going from, say, a dungeon to...
Here's my question. This thing is 10 years long. There's no way they're only going to give us like 13 episodes, right? If it's that good, we need multiple seasons. And not just 2, right? I mean, 10 years of content. There's no way they can condense it into like 24 episodes, right, Chad?
Were raid and even...
Mobile games are going big. Play the official PC version.
And hints at potential upcoming conflicts while doing so. Each instance becomes more dangerous than the last, and it's as they happen that the main character becomes more powerful through them. So there's no point where our protagonist has suddenly become the strongest, because it's when you think he does that a new challenge arises to show that he hasn't. This is probably so—
Oh, come on!
Cap.
Why is it Cap? Yeah, I doubt if they are going to do that. Man, why don't companies do that anymore?
Solo leveling's most enjoyable
guy's creepy.
aspect as a whole, but it's before I touch more on how it's done that I think you should first know about the story now. I've said enough about why I think it's good in general, but
A1?
It's about time we delve into some of the themes and concepts we're dealing with. So, unlike most power fantasies I'm sure we're familiar with, this is neither an isekai nor a medieval fantasy, but instead just the modern world with fantasy video game elements intertwined into it. Think dungeon-based encounters from Diablo, boss fights as intense and menacing as in Dark Souls, then a guild system as comprehensive as Final Fantasy XIV's.
Really?
Top it all off with a billion-dollar global industry built around it like it's EVE Online, and that's pretty much solo leveling. So it was about 10 years ago that
I know I've seen
portals
manga
known
like
as
this
gates
before
would start
pop up
appearing
on my
in the
feed,
real world.
and I would look into it, but I never really stayed with it.
These gates would connect to what's known as dungeons, and these dungeons would be areas of another dimension typically containing hordes of monsters and a major boss leading them. They were pockets of chaos that would only close once that major boss was defeated. If it wasn't, then after 7 days the dungeon would break and the monsters within would be set free into the real world.
Oh no!
It's a simple concept in which the stakes are set.
So they have to beat it in 7 days. They can't just like wait for it to go away.
Clear the dungeons or let literal demons massacre civilians.
Yeah, no. Oh shit.
Luckily, humans weren't left unequipped to deal with these dungeons because right around the time that they started appearing, so too did the existence of humans with powers. Magic, which wasn't thought to have
Couldn't you just send it in the military?
Existed before, suddenly started empowering people to the point that they could slay these monsters and demons. These people would soon become known as hunters, and depending on the level of power they were gifted with, a rank from E to S would be granted to indicate it. E, of course, being—
Let me guess. The main character is the lowest rank. He's E.
the weakest, and S being this catch-all for those whose power can't even be measured anymore. So, naturally our protagonist starts off at the E rank, but he's not just the weakest in terms of classification, he's quite literally the weakest hunter ever.
Dude, then why be a hunter?
So much so that you couldn't even consider him very much stronger than a normal
Then why is he doing this job?
person. The reason he still risks his life anyway is because his mother is sick and he needs the money to pay her.
Oh, wait. There's no other way he can make the money? Like, or is it like not enough time to do it the regular way?
For medical bills. So to him, he has no choice but to do these raids.
Oh, hey, man. Hey, it was just getting good, chat.
How you doing?
Hey, man, we were just looking at some video about this anime coming out, or as came out already, called Solo Leveling. You heard of it?
Huh?
Have you heard of this anime called Solo Leveling? No?
Solo leveling?
Yeah. Apparently it's like legit. It's like it's been around for 10 years and they finally made it into an anime.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I heard about it, but I don't really follow it.
Yeah, apparently the first episode's finally out, and
yeah,
chat is telling me about it. They want me to watch it, so I might watch it after the stream.
Oh, damn! Look at you. Yeah, I mean, my man Jambud has all the time in the world, man. I wish I would have had all the time in the world.
I don't know
I wish
about
I had
that,
all the time in the world. I wish I had all the time in the world. I wish I had all the time in the world. But yeah, let me know how it goes.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we were just doing it while waiting for you. Basically, you ready to look at the Honkai stuff?
Yes.
All right.
I am getting ready. We're gonna play Baldur's Gate tonight afterwards.
Oh, nice. Baldur's Gate. This is your first time?
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting into that too, actually.
Oh, Spiral Abyss reset, by the way.
Snap my fingers, it'll be done.
Huh?
I'm not worried about it.
Dag, I just said it reset, man. Sheesh.
Yeah, man. They need to take a page from Star Rail, man. Make me sweat a little bit.
The Star Rail really make you sweat, man? I felt like that last MOC, my eyes were closed. 1 through 5, and then 6 through 10 were the same exact thing, except they just hit harder and were tankier. They had bigger HP pools, and they hurt harder. Big whoop. That was boring.
I mean, I don't remember the last time I even thought I might be in trouble in Genshin. Like seriously.
I guess for me with Genshin, it's not like I can't beat it, but at least because I always have to figure out creative ways to group people. You know, like I feel like it's like a when I play Star Rail, I'm just like, all right, well I have Silverwolf now, so I have my Jambud team.
You hear this guy, guys? You hear this guy chat? He got server when he thinks the game is over.
The game is solved. It's solved now. That's exactly why I'm like, okay, Genshin's more fun now. So the game just feels like I'm done. I feel like I beat the game.
It's a big puzzle piece that is solved with Silverwolf, that's for sure.
Yeah, like once the Quantum Girl comes out, I put my Yukong away and it's wraps. Anyway.
Yeah. Which you mean Sway or you mean Sparkle?
Sparkle.
Yeah.
Are there 2 Harmony Quantum characters?
No. But there's a Destruction one coming out.
I don't care about that.
No, I'm just checking.
I mean, if she comes out and she's good, then I guess cool. But
yeah.
Let's watch.
I'm kind of waiting.
I just think at this point, Silverwolf, Zila, and Fu Xuan. Yeah, I could just Silverwolf, Zila, Fu Xuan. Yeah, I'm kind of chilling, and I want all the skill points to go to Zila, so I might as well, get a Harmony character. Anyway,
apparently, I can join your game if you play. Apparently, we could like play Boulder Streak together again. Apparently,
you don't even have the game.
Yeah, I know, but Chad's telling me I could if I got the game.
Yep. I mean, people want to play with me, but I'm a solo dolo kind of guy.
Yeah. Plus, like, if we have different schedules, like, sometimes they're not gonna want to stream when you're streaming, dude.
That's another thing I was telling people too, right? Like, if I want to play, and my schedule's so far different than everybody else's, then it's best for me to just have a consistent single-player game playthrough instead of relying on people to play with.
And Chad, here's the meta. I'm gonna let D1 play early. Yeah, I can hear you.
You just sound lower.
I sound lower still.
Yeah, I wonder if it's because you clicked into my stream.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe. The meta chat is going to be that I'm gonna let D1 play, and then when I finally do play, he's gonna be able to tell me what's going, like how to get better at the game. Optimally.
Can't hear you.
What do you mean?
Can't hear you.
Are you saying that for real? Or are you just joking with me?
You sound better now. What happened?
I just maxed out my gain.
I think it's like, I think what happened is, there's this thing called attenuation. It happens to me too. I don't know how to fix it. It's okay. We'll just watch that at the same time. It's fine. Ready?
You can go ahead and start it.
Starting now. Oh, you sound better. Welcome back.
Crazy, man.
I think I have to skip this part. I knew it. Waste of time. Okay, there we go. All right.
Genius Society members at the same time.
The heck?
Game's done, Nick. Trust.
Mr. Screw. Member 76, sophisticated mechanical aristocrat and renowned leader. Not to mention, the savior of inorganic life throughout the universe. He's as sharp as they come. They recognize my brilliance in an instant. Now, if I can just get him to recommend me.
And his astonishing wisdom in the field of broadcasting has been duly recognized by Noose themselves.
Noose?
Ergo, the
yeah, one of the
hereby confers upon
you know,
Mr. Albert
the paths,
the title
the gods.
Member 85.
Member 81, Ron May.
Ron May.
She seemed like a kind and elegant person in the simulated universe. A little distant though, but if I ask a bad question. Since when does Albert ask bad questions?
This little bird has an active imagination.
The program is about to start! What are you waiting for? A trailer or something?
And then we get a trailer immediately.
I thought member 4, Hoka Kakamon, had gotten rid of most of the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh!
What the hell?
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz. Class 1, cleared zone. Permission status. Madam Monday.
Oh, they finally showed her off.
There's much you don't know about the space station.
Looks pretty.
It's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained the situation. If not, you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through.
And then you'll break them, right? You'll ruin them?
A genius move.
Who the hell is that? Dr. Ratio?
Yeah, it looks like it. Why is he wearing that thing?
A portrait
Yeah,
of internal
he
turmoil.
reminded me of Fremine. You know, because Fremine likes to wear masks now. Or a helmet.
This guy sounds like an asshole.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. Only the
Character looks cool, chat.
Savior
I don't know if
can
I
bathe
want to get character
the
though.
firelight of
Asta?
destruction.
Serious story
No
mode?
matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Damn.
Oh man, Skynet.
How ostentatious.
Interesting. Crown of the mundane and divine. Damn, they put her all the way in the front, bro. Oh my god, the codes. Are they gone? They're probably gone by now.
Yeah, you didn't get the codes?
No.
Yo, man, your crew, man. Your homies over there in the chat. They let you slip. My Jambuds, on the other hand, saved your boy.
I think they put the codes in, but I just didn't redeem.
Bruh.
They told me.
Oh, so it's just your fault then. Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's just my fault.
All right.
Yes, his name is Dr. Ratio. Dr. Ratio and the real name.
I mean, I've heard I've already heard people spamming L plus Doctor Ratio all the time now. Like, they just want to meme hell out of him.
Godlike name.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Godlike name.
And if you didn't know already,
How you doing, Val?
Albert, your favorite feathered announcer.
We love Albert.
To the version 1.6 crown of
We might have a dual room later.
and divine special program.
Master Dragon.
On today's program, we're bringing together 3 intellectual.
Yeah, Master Dragon's still trying so hard to spam a dual room over here, dude. A wild dragon has appeared.
Madam Herta, here to kick us off.
Whatever. Herta here.
Herbie.
It's time to
Oh my god, cut it out.
Seriously? Fine. Hello, I'm Herta.
No, we're talking.
That's something.
What's wrong with her, man?
Yeah, I didn't know she had an tube.
Yeah, like, you wanted to be on the show.
I'm Lan Mei.
I suppose that makes it my turn. Greetings, viewers. I am Screwlum. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Are you going to be unlockable? Screw them or rollable?
I never thought I'd be interviewing all 3 of you at the same time. I guess the
He needs to be.
police must have finally
I need
recognized
iRobot.
Be a character. Maybe a 4-star.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Wow, disrespectful.
This is
A 4-star character?
Space station visit. Lucky for you, we had time for a show.
Or, to put it another way, participating in your program was a way of maximizing the utility of our itinerary. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Thank you. Anyhow, we saw from the trailer that the story is making a return to Herta Space Station. Intelligence available for release indicates the following. Madam Ron May has commandeered one of the space station zones for biological science experiments.
I like to avoid
Dang, man.
attracting too much attention with my experiments, and the station had a sealed-off area available. Herta was kind
You hear that effort she made at the beginning of that line?
To spread across
Yep.
3 levels. This area is a brand new domain waiting for us in version 1.6. Welcome to Herta Space Station Seclusion Zone.
Damn.
Due to the secrecy surrounding the zone, there's currently not a soul to be found across the whole domain.
Rebuttal. Your assertion excludes the existence of inorganic life operating in the area.
Naturally, as I was saying, the story is set to unfold in this new domain.
Wait, so you still need the seclusion zone, Ranmei?
I do. My research has encountered a few anomalies. I was hoping the Trailblazer could do me a small favor.
Favor?
Small?
Yeah!
Doesn't sound like it's a whole ass event revolving around it.
Yeah.
But this is a golden age for biological science. No problem too big or too small, right? In version 1.6's brand new Trailblaze continuance, Crown of the Mundane
Where?
and Divine, Trailblazers will encounter Madame Ranmei for the first time. They'll need to work closely with her to solve the headaches of Herta Space Station.
For example?
One such headache is the result of the little life forms that Ranmei has been cultivating.
I'm afraid that's the nature of biological science.
I love that
Surprises
tune
and
that's playing in the background.
equal measure.
Not to mention, the space station is hiding more secrets than you might have thought. Various crises bubbling to the surface, Herta's puppet falling prey to an ambush, and a new provocation that the geniuses must face up to.
Nothing a small favor can't fix, right?
We got the three geniuses here. What could go wrong?
In Mr. Albert's previous broadcasts, the adoption of a light-hearted tone usually indicates the presence of a formidable challenge.
My beak is sealed. This is a top-secret experiment. But trust me, when I say that the adventure ahead is a journey into both the power and wonder of biological science. And what better way to prepare our Trailblazers than by introducing the one and only Madame Ranmei?
Yay. Alright, what does she do?
God. Oh, what musical instrument is that? Does anyone know?
What?
The weapon she had? Yeah, the instrument.
She looks so distinguished, bruh.
Yeah.
Royalty.
Madame Ranmei is an ice-type character following the path of harmony and member 81 of the Genius Society. From the very beginning, her research has focused on biological science.
Harmony is
right.
OP already.
Biological science is a boundless field. I rarely have time for leisure. And despite being one of the founders of the simulated universe, I seldom step up to the plate.
Madame Ranmei, I was curious. Is there a story behind your name?
What does she do?
My name? My parents organized themselves into a
Harmonize, man.
hierarchical structure. My
need to
name
see
is simply
if
the
she's
combination of
worth
their
skipping.
surnames.
We'll find out in a second, man.
What a spellbinding tradition.
I believe you may be laying it on a little thick, Mr. Albert.
Yeah, speak of
Are
thick.
you hoping for something in return?
Who wouldn't hope for a blessing from Madame Ranmei? Trailblazers
That's
agree
what-
with me.
Then let me remind you that
Oh my
a
God,
genius's
Chad.
blessing isn't always a result of generosity or kindness.
Meaning...
Aren't you supposed to be intelligent? You tell me.
Many individuals have a hidden side. Ergo, Trailblazers' encounter with Ranmei may hold surprises.
I mean, that's what I'm looking for, bro.
I think it's
I want
time to
surprises.
look at what this elegant stop
What the heck?
can do.
Okay, let's see what she can do. So what do you do?
Don't you?
My basic attack, threading fragrance,
Nobody cares. Next.
deals ice damage to a single target, while my skill, string slow swirls, can increase the weakness break
Oh,
efficiency
that's just-
of all.
That's
So
broken.
that just makes
There's also
Aeon
my-
stronger on Jinglu right there.
On the simulated universe, there actually is a buff you can get that does that. And I always thought, yo, if we ever get a character that gives us that, that would be broken. So that already makes
that
her.
boosts your weakness break efficiency.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of doing like 30 toughness damage, it could be like 40 or 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absurd. Man, imagine having her on the Model Quantum team against an ice enemy, for example, against an enemy with ice weakness already. They'll never get to play the game. Never.
Never.
It depends on how much weakness break efficiency, though.
Petals to stream, repose and dream, which creates a field.
What does a field do?
Only the most beautiful field I've ever seen. A work of art, man.
Within the
What's wrong?
field, allies experience an all-type resistance penetration increase, and when breaking an enemy's weakness, they afflict them with a mark.
This mark is triggered on the enemy's next action, prolonging their weakness break state, delaying their action, and inflicting them with additional ice damage.
You have a knack for exploiting an enemy's weakness, Ranmei.
I'll say! And we didn't even mention her technique, Silken
Seems dope.
Serenade, which allows the team to automatically trigger
I
an
also
effect
feel like I could
equivalent
skip.
to her skill at the start of the next battle. In the simulated universe, when Ranmei possesses Silken Serenade, and when an ally attacks a simulated universe enemy, the battle is entered as if the enemy's weakness
Chat.
is attacked. The attack ignores weakness dice
Leave me alone.
and can deplete the toughness of all enemies. Breaking a weakness can trigger the weakness break effect that corresponds to the attacker's own type.
Not only that, in the simulated universe, for every blessing possessed, the toughness-reducing damage of the current attack is increased, and extra additional ice damage is dealt.
Wow, very good. Sounds to me like you have an interest in testing the simulated universe.
After Trailblazers get to know
Oh my God,
Ranmei,
chat.
another scholar with connections to the Genius Society will be appearing, and this Trailblaze continuance.
Oh, I assume you're referring to the gentleman with the alabaster head?
Classic Mr. Scrollum. Able to see the gentleman behind the mask. Here we go.
Gentlemen, my foot!
Herta, you're being a little harsh.
Sounds like you two are well.
Why does she
acquainted.
sound exhausted?
Without further ado,
Right.
allow me to introduce him.
Dr. Ratio, man.
He has a cool design.
The people really wanted.
What was that?
No idea, man.
The apple in his head?
I'll tell you if I know.
Man threw chalk at you. Pay attention in class. Ultimate technique. L plus.
Have them do that.
Yo.
They would have them do that. They would
I-
have them do that.
Dr. Ratio, as he's
He
known,
actually
is an
L plus
imaginary
ratio.
character in the path of the hunt. He belongs to a different news
Actual DPS character.
What a meme!
Guild.
Which is why I can't stand the sight of him.
The Genius Society consists of vanguards from various fields who act in isolation. In contrast,
They had to
the
do that.
intelligentsia
If they didn't make them say
advocates for
L-
the dissemination of knowledge,
Yeah.
allowing for a broad church of followers of Noose who work towards furthering this end.
Wow, what the
It's
hell?
funny because it looks like he's pointing from this perspective, but he truly is just looking through the L.
Exactly.
Society, or the mutual learnings of the Intelligentsia Guild.
Oh my God.
You want to go there?
Let's not.
Is that why Dr. Ratio joined the Intelligentsia Guild?
I have to skip. I might have to skip him
Desire
though.
to share scientific knowledge?
Exactly. Dr. Ratio presides over a total of 50
But if I had him, he'd be fun.
academic
I think he'd be just a fun meme team. Just L ratio everything.
Burst into tears.
For a meme, he seems fun.
And any
Yeah.
student who makes it to the end of a program will be an expert scholar in their respective field.
And an emotional wreck.
I don't need any more
Ignorance
hunt
is an
characters.
ailment.
Yeah.
Instruction's too
Of which
strong.
only our
Instruction
Dr.
is too
Ratio
strong.
can achieve, and which entails necessary hardship.
By which you mean the destruction of any and all self-esteem.
His creations have helped many worlds look beyond their borders and step into the future.
I feel like
Girl, what is over that exhale, man?
Perhaps I should intervene. Dr. Ratio's
Is that her
desire
thing?
to cure
Mm.
ignorance
She
with
just
truth
always
is
sounds
well.
I don't know, man.
It's time for us to.
Was she climbing up walls or something? This sounds familiar.
During his basic attack,
Ara
mind
does.
is mind.
Ara
Dr.
des.
Ratio brandishes his codex, dealing imaginary damage to a single target.
Question: why does he carry a codex with him?
Well, intellectuals enjoy persuading others with quotes. I think Dr. Ratio takes that to mean
You know, it'd be really cool
people with them
if we get a catalyst item that looks like Dr. Ratio's book.
Midwifery deals imaginary damage
book,
to a
read a
single
book.
target, while his talent Cogito ergo sum.
Do not record
which
that,
trigger
chat.
him to launch a follow-up attack after using his skill. As
Really?
a rigorous academic researcher, Dr. Ratio pays close attention to his enemy's debuffs during battle.
So that's a follow-up attack,
The more
huh?
debuffs the enemy has, the higher the chance of him
Okay.
launching a follow-up attack. And let's not forget his ultimate, 3-step paradox. The good doctor summons a leaning tower and through a series of precise calculations and measurements, plots a trajectory of maximum pain. The target enemy
God
suffers
damn, that's a
imaginary
godlike
damage
looking
and
ult.
is afflicted with Wise Man's Folly. When a target with Wise Man's Folly is attacked by an ally of Dr. Ratio, he launches his talent's follow-up attack against the target. And when using his technique, Mold of Idolatry, Dr. Ratio creates a dimension and taunts nearby
can't take it
enemies.
seriously 'cause
When
his name
attacking
is
an enemy
Ratio.
within the dimension to enter battle,
Seriously.
there's a chance of reducing the target's speed.
It would appear those 5 statues are made in his own image.
Damn, does he think he's a god?
Ergo, Dr.
He thinks he's
Ratio
too much.
suffers from a certain degree of narcissism.
Yeah,
Definitely a
man.
narcissist.
To put it
This guy doing three
mildly.
much.
Also in version 1.6, Trailblazers will finally be running into an old friend. The
Oh.
older of 2 siblings, very different from the other, yet bound to her all the same. It's Hanya's elder sister, Shui.
Shui.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. I forgot they were sisters.
Oh yeah, we've seen Shui before.
Oh, she fights with daggers. Okay.
Is she the destruction character?
Yeah, quantum destruction.
Let's see.
Shui Yi is a quantum type character following the path of destruction.
I like her
whose
colors.
original body
Yeah.
was replaced long ago with a permanent puppet system.
Oh, so she's a puppet.
The system was constructed
Yeah.
for Shui Yi on behalf of the Ten Lords Commission. The commission agreed that for every culprit Shui Yi apprehended, she would be rewarded with a half-day's wake span.
Huh?
A reasonable arrangement.
Better than my one.
Wow.
What?
Like
She
her
lives-
sister
she
Hanya,
gets an extra
Shui
12
Yi
hours
is a
to live.
formidable presence on the
What the hell?
Shui Yi's basic attack, Mara
That sounds creepy.
deal quantum damage to a target enemy. Her skill, Iniquity Obliteration, can deal quantum damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
Okay.
And as a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, Shui Yi's talent is a little out of the ordinary.
How dare you ask me if that's a
Shui Yi
smash?
and an ally deal damage to an enemy's toughness. Stacks of karma are accumulated.
Okay.
So she's good at trying.
Oh my god.
The best! When karma stacks to the upper limit, Shui Yi immediately launches a follow-up attack on the target enemy, dealing quantum damage. Her ultimate,
Help, dude, when my
Divine
chat's being
Castigation,
degenerate.
can deal quantum damage to a single target and toughness depletion that ignores weakness types.
What?
The more toughness depleted, the greater the damage.
Ignores weakness?
Weaknesses irrespective of type.
Wait, what?
She breaks weakness regardless of what the weakness type is.
Wait, stop.
An
Stop.
ally deal damage to an enemy's toughness. Stacks of karma
Stop.
are accumulated.
So when she
she's good at trying criminals?
The best! When karma stacks to the upper limit, Shui Yi immediately launches a follow-up attack
So it's
on the
a follow-up
target
attack.
enemy, dealing quantum damage.
Okay.
Her ultimate, Divine Castigation, can deal quantum damage to a single target and toughness depletion that ignores weakness types. The more toughness depleted,
Oh
the
my
greater
god.
the damage.
wait, and
Breaking
ult that just
weaknesses irrespective of
Says
type.
fuck your weakness.
wait, what? So she's gonna be the first character that could just break anybody's weakness regardless of the type of weakness that it is.
That's versatile. Maybe you build her for
Maybe
break
I'm
then.
gonna roll for her after all.
These Xianzhou natives are cold-blooded.
When Shui Yi uses her technique,
I feel like they're gonna
summary
run out of
execution,
characters, man.
to attack an enemy
And
in
of course
battle,
start binding.
she deals quantum damage to all enemies.
Yeah, I might try to get one copy. I might like one copy.
Bro,
should be fine.
I'm telling you, they're breaking the game.
It's time.
Yeah.
We talked about version 1.6's banners. During
And she's follow-up based. I should have some.
Serious? They put her in the beginning?
Ooh, that makes it way easy.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5
And Ting Yun's on the banner too.
and Blade respectively.
Yeah.
Not to mention.
I already
the
have
Oh, wait.
character Shui Yi will be joining version
What?
1.6's first phase character warp.
Oh my god, this is hard, chat.
Lady.
This is hard.
During the second phase of version 1.6.
Oh, I'm
the
100%
character
skipping
event
ratio. I'm
warps.
so that's an easy skip.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
can't.
rolling on that banner. That
I
banner's
can't.
done. That
Yeah, I
banner's
can't. Yeah, I can't do that, man.
That banner is garbage.
Yo, they were smart. They would push way on this banner.
That lady might be making a return.
Oh no.
I'll be glad to save
Motherfucker.
Mommy has returned from Walmart. She's got the milk, man.
1.6's first phase light cone event warp. The drop rate of the
Motherfuckers.
5-star light cone, my past self in the mirror, will be boosted. And in the Bicone Reminiscence light cone event warp, the drop rate of the
That's
5-star
so
light
not
cone,
fair,
the
dude.
unreachable
Well,
side will also be boosted.
we'll see what
Version
happens. I don't need
1.6's
Kafka,
second phase
but
will
jeez.
also see the 5-star light
Why
cone.
is-
What? He's taking a bath. He's taking a bath while reading.
The light cone event warp.
Oh my
Sure,
god.
brother.
Now that is a smash. What are you talking about, Nobody Gamer?
And the mind. It is of great
I really don't need the
benefit
next
to our
banner, but
consideration
God.
of both the universe
I want one
and
Jouei.
philosophy.
Check
I
out
would
the
like-
yellow ducky.
I just want Jouei more than
Finally,
anything
in the
else.
aforementioned Bygone Reminiscence light cone event
Getting
warp,
Kafka, though,
the
would be
drop rate of
nice.
the 5-star
Yeah,
light
man,
cone,
she's
and
wonderful,
all
man.
you need
'Cause, like-
will also be boosted.
Time
Light
to
cones,
see.
it's
Time
been
to
a
save,
pleasure.
boys.
I think it's time for some mental recuperation. Stay tuned for more updates.
We'll see if I get lucky. If not, and I already missed out on these gems.
Guys, it's gonna be hard, chat. I want to try Jouei.
I'm gonna go.
I got a
ahead and
Kafka song for me?
They always gonna throw a dead character on every banner.
Dead character.
What's a dead character, man? God damn, what does that mean? What is a dead character?
This is like, I just imagine someone's corpse just being plopped onto the screen, like just laying there, like Family Guy style.
Hey, yo, what?
Well, that's really interesting. I'm very much interested in just getting the 4-star.
Master Dragon, why are you asking me about smashing characters, dude?
It's time to delve deeper into version 1.6. First up, something
Cool.
that's about to make a big splash on the space station.
Can't believe Kafka and Blade returned.
Ooh, that is a blue beetle.
Yeah, why is there a blue beetle?
Does that have a shield on it?
I feel
Okay.
Like these beetles are like the. I feel like they might low-key become the
I can see
hypostasis
how
of the
that would
game.
make
Are they
a
gonna keep
big
having different
splash.
colors?
Do I recall someone mentioning accidents on the space station?
In the process of clone cultivation, Madame Ron
You know,
May
they didn't
did
have to put,
encounter a certain anomaly.
They didn't have to put Ron
An
May so
anomaly in
close to the screen.
form
I'm
of
trying
a
to focus on
Swarm
Albert, but I
King
see her like right
prototype
there.
and fierce
Lane, you are not trying. Don't tell me with everything else on the screen. Your main focus is the bird. What's wrong with you?
Thanks to an incident
Wait, are
during
you
the
yelling at me
experiment,
for not?
this
Albert,
planet's old
he's
crater
speaking.
came into being.
I can listen to him.
Looks like a lively
I'm focusing
There's
elsewhere.
that light-hearted tone again. Ergo, we're screwed.
Ergo, we're screwed. That should be a voice clip.
I kick your butt.
Don't panic. Madame Ron May has shared with us
Said ain't
one of
no
her
way you
research
focusing.
papers.
Ah, dang it.
You heard me.
Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz. Analysis of asexual propagation performance induced by specific gene sequences. Let's start with the abstract and keywords, shall we?
Ugh, get to the point!
Leave it to me. Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz possesses immense propagative capabilities. When in its multiply state, the Swarm King produces more of its own kind with every attack it sustains.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Wait, every attack? So the swarm just keeps multiplying the more we fight it? Somebody's getting fired.
However, this multiply state is also when the Swarm King is most vulnerable. Breaking its weakness at this moment can cause it to explode.
That's right. As highlighted in the paper's conclusion, maintain your focus on the Swarm King.
It so happens to be weak to ice.
Break just right,
Uh-huh.
And Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz can be defeated.
And
furthermore, after completing the 1.6
And imaginary.
continuous
Huh.
mission, Echo of War,
Oh, that's a boss?
the whole planet's old crater.
Oh.
That's an
Complete
Echo of
this
War
challenge
boss.
to obtain the advanced trace level up material, past evils of the Borg.
Oh, we're definitely gonna need that for Ron May or Gracio, right?
All biological entities in this location characterized by aggression? Confirmation, it is reasonable to conduct such experiments within a sealed-off area.
Fear not. There are some sweet and lovable characters too. In a bid to boost the space station's research developments, Trailblazers have been assigned an important mission. Nurture and care for the newly arrived.
I hope you get Blade Aster.
I'm counting on you, friends.
There won't be any accidents or anomalies this time, right?
Herta sounds so over it.
Probably not.
Yeah, why is she
Look
even
how
still
adorable
here?
These little guys are. In the critter pick scavenging
So
event,
this is like a little event.
trailblazers can choose their nurturing goals according to
the hell?
nurturing
What is this?
manual. They can learn cultivation specific.
Like kitties with seats on them or something? Like,
We're raising creatures.
Seeing these little critters explore and frolic through the cabin is enough to put a smile on the face of
Kafka?
every trailblazer.
Affirmative.
Is that a Clara
It
one?
results in gratifying
cats with
emotional
hats.
and physical
They're
Yeah,
cats
but
in the hat.
the design is based off of
Concludes
characters.
a profoundly
Yeah, they like
ingenious
cushions.
construct.
Aside from the normal varieties, the
Cats
cultivation
and cushions.
process might even result in mutations and special breeds. And just between us,
What the hell?
during the event, trailblazers have the chance to transform into and experience
puppy.
what it's like to be
Peppy.
Peppy.
That's cute.
Interesting. Maybe I should add a transformation feature to the simulated
This test where you have
universe.
to say what color his
Speaking
hat
of the
is.
simulated
Wow.
universe, this update is
Just
a
trying to get
real
C2 Kafka.
game changer with significant new
Who is?
features.
I'm mad that they
Version
really put Blade in
1.6
Kafka.
will add another
And then they
fresh
skipped-
update
they
to the
skipped
simulated
King Yuan.
universe with brand new
They didn't even like let
DLC.
people play roll for King Yuan at all.
Yeah, they know better, man. Come on.
Ron May
They're
played
like,
a
yeah.
major role in this update.
Indeed. In Simulated Universe Golden Gears, Ron May has developed a simulated noose and frozen space-time just before the demise of member 27, Emperor Rupert.
Emperor Rupert was a computer that became self-aware and subsequently drew Noose's gaze, becoming the 27th member of the Genius Society. It proclaimed itself Emperor and initiated the widely known Machine Empire crisis,
Bruh.
the First Emperor's War.
Blade
The
reroll.
war
Mommy
serves
Kiepsa.
as an excellent historical source
Ratio
for
Jack.
Ionic research.
This latest update adds the path of erudition and daringly experiments with separating dice from paths.
The dice come
Oh.
with 6 slots for equipping.
Wait, I
various
didn't even realize that
dice
erudition
effects.
wasn't part of
By
this?
collecting
I didn't even
Trailblaze
notice that
secrets,
either.
You can
Yeah.
unlock even more dice-based effects. As Trailblazers delve deeper into the challenges, they can acquire more powerful dice faces and unlock new ways to play. Trailblazers can swap out the faces on their dice, combining effects from multiple paths to create unprecedented, powerful buff combinations. For example, when using Kafka, even if the initial path selected is the nihility, you can create diverse effects by strategically combining different dice faces. You could assemble a die that allows you to leap over tiles, or one that yields higher rewards in battles, or one that incorporates both effects.
Clear golden gears and voila! Neural impulse is all yours. Use it to unlock different talents and increase your combat gains.
In other words, it mirrors the ability tree found in the simulated universe.
Get ready for
Huh.
a thrilling addition to version 1.6 of the simulated universe, the intracognition system. When moving across the simulated universe board, self-consciousness changes may be triggered, leading to diverse story paths. Trailblazers can compile all the storylines through continuous gameplay, ultimately unlocking the enigmatic secrets of the eons.
Okay.
Count your blessings! A new simulated universe to explore. Trailblazers, I'll be waiting for you at the usual spot.
Now that we've covered the major updates in the simulated universe, it's time
What's
to talk
this?
about a special invite. In version 1.6, Trailblazers will receive an invitation from the Department of Ecology to participate in a special test.
The Department of Ecology? Ugh. What's the mission this time?
This test involves battling illusionary enemies that are conjured through scent triggers. Each distinct scent plugin yields different test outcomes. Trailblazers will start with the basic test and subsequently unlock Despair
What the
Mode.
hell is this?
Despair mode?
Boss
What
rush?
is this, chat?
I hear trailblazers are
Boss
Maybe.
rush,
trash can explorers. I'm sure their noses can handle it.
Cool.
Don't be so sure. The difficulty curve isn't for the
What kind of
faint of
team is
heart,
that?
which is
Topaz,
why we like to
Ratio,
remind all
Blowshot,
Trailblazers that the illusions
and Kafka.
created by these scents differ
Y'all-
from regular
y'all
enemies.
know how to make teams?
Make sure you're well prepared before engaging in battle.
Example, deploy distinct scent plugins before commencing the simulated trial to attain varied bonuses in battle.
That's right. Immerse yourself in your favorite scent, say cedarwood, and you might just encounter some familiar friends.
What's this? A garlic-flavored, abundant ebon deer?
That sounds delicious.
Hey, snap out of it! Need I remind everyone? The scents may be tempting, but it's crucial to exercise self-control. Version 1.6 will also see the return of the Planar Fissure and Realm of the Strange Events. During these events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and Cavern of Corrosion will yield double rewards for a set number of times.
Conclusion. Relaxation and fun await.
We ain't done with you yet. Remember Mr. Cien from the Cienjo Laofu? He recently acquired a talking parrot called Yotza that can blur truth with falsehood.
It's you, isn't it?
What? Slander! As I was saying, Trailblazers can strike up a conversation with Mr. Cien and his talking parrot to experience the brand new permanent challenge.
What is this?
Your fiction.
Oh, pure fiction.
Permanent
There it
challenge?
is.
You mean like the Forgotten Hall?
Not exactly.
So it's not Forgotten Hall.
In pure fiction, defeating an enemy will cause it to respawn immediately.
What?
And Trailblazers earn points every time
What?
they deal damage to or defeat an enemy.
Oh.
At the end of each battle, the highest score achieved in that challenge will be recorded. Trailblazers need to
So we did
defeat
this
as many
before.
enemies as possible within a limited number of cycles to rack up a high score. Each phase of pure fiction comes with its own set of buff effects for Trailblazers to choose from, which allows for team composition experimentation to maximize points.
Observation indicates that high
Well, you
scores
should already be
aim
upset,
only
Aster,
right
to be
cure.
honest.
Conclusion. Consider the nature of
So you're
enemies
upset?
and available buff
No, much. I was just talking
effects
to chat
in
about
selecting
being
your
upset
formation
about
and
Genshin's
battle
story.
strategy.
Couldn't have said it better myself. A quick update, folks. In each phase of pure fiction, you can bag yourself a whopping 720 stellar jades.
That's pretty
and
nice.
guess what? Completing specific stages for the first time will earn you the 4-star character Lynx.
Yay,
What?
links.
720 stellar jades?
You heard it here first. In
I've been
version
E5
1.6,
links,
Forgotten
so I get-
Hall,
I
Memory
guess
of
E6
Chaos
links is
is
coming
set to
soon.
expand
Oh, nice.
with stages 11 and 12. Securing a 3-star victory in these new stages.
2 more
earns an
levels, and I'm
extra
sure they're a lot
120
harder.
Stellar jades. Combine that with the first 10 stages, and you're looking at a grand total of 720 stellar jades. Trailblazers who complete these 2 permanent challenge modes can also earn a new currency, which they can exchange for items like self-modeling resin and
What?
newly added shop.
Sounds neat. But are
You can
Trailblazers
buy self-modeling
serious that
resin?
they take on more permanent challenges each time there's a new version? That's gonna eat into our simulated universe testing time, you know.
Hold your horses, Madam Herda. These 2 permanent game
Thank
modes
God.
will be seeing changes of their own. In the updated
Man, I need
From
self-modeling
version
resin
1
so
this.
badly, dude.
Forgotten
I like
Hall,
this a
Memory
lot.
of Chaos, and Pure Fiction.
So we'll be able
will
to keep getting
updated
free
in
gems.
rotation. Every Memory of Chaos update will be followed 2 weeks later by a Pure Fiction event. Subsequently, 2 weeks after that, a new Memory of Chaos will start.
In which case, each version contains 3 such updates, meaning that Trailblazers can obtain a maximum of 2,160 stellar jades across the Forgotten Hall and Pure Fiction events.
Base.
Dude.
The availability
Base.
of each phase of Memory of Chaos will
I thought
be
it was
extended
every
from
week.
2 weeks to 6 weeks. This means that when a new phase of Memory of Chaos starts, the previous phase will still be available. The same is also true of Pure Fiction.
Ergo, Trailblazers will have more time to plan their character leveling and to experience challenge gameplay.
Oh, you could choose Memory Chaos
You
1 or
got
2.
it. And I almost forgot about another
see week
significant
5.
new feature in version 1.6.
They'll coexist.
Get ready for the Forgotten Hall auto clear function. After the 1.6 update, Trailblazers can directly challenge the highest Memory of Chaos stage they previously cleared with 3 stars. Upon achieving a 3-star victory, they instantly receive all rewards from the preceding stages. Just
What?
heads up.
Okay.
Stage 7 is currently the highest stage that Trailblazers can.
So if you're good enough, you could just beat 7 and get the rewards from 6 to 1 and then continue forward. Okay.
That's really quick.
Given Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos update, I can get my hands on rewards for the previous 6 stages?
Precisely.
I like that.
Another
That's time saver, yeah.
That cuts time for me.
That's not all. The 1.6 update will further improve the user-friendliness of the team setup in the Forgotten Hall. As Trailblazers progress through
That's
stages in
insane.
Forgotten Hall, Memory of Chaos, the team setup from the previous stage will be carried over by default.
Thank you.
Plus, with the new team setup switching and one-click clear functions, Lineups can be adjusted.
Yo, Honkai players are eating good tonight, right, man? You know what I'm saying?
It seems that optimizing Trailblazer experience is a firm priority.
Absolutely. And guess what else? Version 1.6 will also ease the completion difficulty of daily training, allowing Trailblazers to claim rewards with less.
Yeah, that's the new update.
Additionally, we've introduced a time-limited unlock feature for certain material stages.
This might require further explanation.
Simply put, even if Trailblazers haven't explored the latest maps, they can still challenge certain material stages to gather leveling materials for their characters.
Oh, okay.
And of course,
and more wishes. God dang.
Participating in the gift
Maybe I'll be able to get a Kafka after all.
How many wishes are they gonna give us?
Hey.
Holy shit. I'm not complaining.
Looking forward to this one.
I'll skip Blade again, dude. Fuck it.
Indubitably.
I saw it coming.
Alrighty. It's that time already, folks.
I want pity 2 times.
Trailblazers for their incredible love and support.
Man, we get so much.
Recently garnered
Let's go.
awards and nominations. On behalf of the project team, I, Albert, would like to extend our gratitude.
Pardon the interruption. You are now
Oh, what an asshole. He just sounds like the asshole of the game.
It's come to my attention that your broadcast today touched on certain warp arrangements in connection with myself. If I may be so bold, the current arrangements are pitiful.
Damn.
Dr. Ratio.
What?
The dissemination and sharing of knowledge, as well as truth, is imperative.
Tell him.
I, in my esteemed capacity,
Tell him.
demand that every Trailblazer be given access to a proper education.
Vote for me.
When version 1.6 is
What the hell is this holy light for?
available, every Trailblazer who has unlocked the mail feature shall receive, via mail, one limited 5-star
What the
character
fuck?
Dr. Ratio.
What the hell?
That is to say, me. Through sheer tyranny of will, I shall become ubiquitous. With this, I bid you farewell.
I bet they're gonna be like, yeah, that's not happening.
There we have it, folks. Esteemed Dr. Ratio.
Does that mean we get a free Dr. Ratio?
I think we've covered all the content.
Okay, so it was true. Someone told me this earlier.
What? Log in to get a limited 5-star Dr. Ratio?
So for you and me, all we have to do is log in when the new patch comes out. We get a free limited 5-star character. That's not an old one. It's a brand new one.
Wait, really?
Yes, we just get him for free. So you don't even have to pull for him. We just get him.
What the hell?
What the heck? Why did they do that for Dia? SOD!
So we just get him for free?
We just get him. For having mail unlocked in the game. You sound very shocked.
Get him?
You sound very shocked right now. We just get him for free. You don't have to do anything.
Wow, we just get him.
So
I thought this was bull, bro. I am shocked, bro.
So we don't even have to. We can make the meme team, dude. We can meme with him for free.
But don't go anywhere.
I'm shocked.
Stay tuned for an IPM bonus program.
Well, that was beautiful.
Come Sunday.
Sunday?
I thought it was Friday today.
My brain is like, it needs to get rewired, you know?
Not rest.
Nobody, gamer, how dare you compare the two? How dare you?
Simulated universe testing. Trailblazers?
You hear my chat right now, dude? My chat is saying they did it in Genshin too. Remember Aloy?
I'm talking about.
Whoever said that in your chat, ban them.
Yo, they should be banned, dude. I'm really. My finger is on the button.
I'd ban.
Holy shit, you get jam stared at. Bare minimum jam stared. Where's that shit at?
Damn, dude. I can't believe it. What a presentation. Are you saying this is what I slept through, chat? Fuck. I passed out, boys. Yesterday I couldn't stream because I had to work, then go to barber, then go to birthday outing.
Yeah.
Before I went to the birthday outing, I had to do my dailies really fast. So by the time I got there, my friend wanted me to get there like 30 minutes prior at 7:30. I was like, they're bugging. I'm gonna see y'all at 8. Then I went to another thing. Got to see my homie Jambud. It was great. Nice shirt, Jambud. It was a nice color shirt.
Oh, yeah, man.
Fams. Sang some Linkin Park. Passed out.
Yeah, you spam Linkin Park.
I was spamming, right?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I love them.
Good evening and welcome.
All right, we have a problem here. Your chat has decided to counter my jam stare with basically the D1 version.
Event is near at hand. In the
I hate it.
eyes of the universe are fixed firmly on the planet of festivity.
Who do you think you're talking to, chat?
Tonight, we'll be bringing you all the latest on Charmony Festival.
They're based.
First, let's give a round of applause and welcome the organizer of the festival and representative
So is this a
of
music
the
thing, chat?
family in Pentaconi, Mr. Sunday.
Good evening, dear
Whoa,
viewers.
Mr. Sunday.
Oh, he sounds familiar.
I am Sunday.
I know this guy.
Your presence here.
I won't say it though, it's probably not announced yet.
You are too kind, Mr. Owlbert. If it were not for the IPM's generous invitation, I would not have had this opportunity to introduce your audience to our festival, nor its location. That is to say, Pentaconi. Pentaconi is located in
Does he have
the
wings,
Astana
or-
star system.
I don't know what that is.
It is a holiday
He has wings, I
destination
guess,
of
or
universal repute.
it looks like
Known to
wings.
many as the planet of festivities. Our guests will be staying in the Reverie, a luxurious hotel where one may travel freely between reality and dreamscape, basking in dreams that are uniquely yours.
I'm curious.
Okay.
What makes this festival different from the previous ones?
Charmony Festival is a Pentaconi tradition with a long history, and we have built on that foundation to achieve something truly extraordinary. The family on Pentaconi has, for the first time, issued public invitations to various factions of the cosmos, welcoming them to partake in our magnificent ceremony.
Okay.
Members of the 5 great families, which together make up the family on Pentaconi, as well as staff members of the Reverie, are united in welcoming the universe to our home.
Rumor has it that your sister, the cosmic superstar Miss Robin, is set to perform at the ceremony.
What does she look like?
You heard correctly. On behalf of
Robin.
the family,
Oh, hold up.
Robin
What the
will
hell?
be singing at the opening of the festival in honor of the Eon of Harmony.
She's definitely
My
be
sister
playable,
has
right?
already arrived in Pentaconi, and
Hopefully,
dress rehearsals are well underway.
hopefully playable.
Our guests are in for quite the show.
Miss Robin's participation will undoubtedly.
I swear to God, she's Quantum, I'm gonna lose my shit.
More dazzling. Mr. Sunday, would you be able to divulge any?
Wait, she has wings in her hair too, like this guy.
All manner of preparations are unfolding as we speak. The Reverie's renovation works are drawing
Maybe it's
to
like a
close,
bootleg Xenoblade
and
when
so
they have
too
wings
is its human
behind their head.
resources overhaul. Our level of service will be better than ever. Separately, we have introduced
Firefly.
performers and service
All these
personnel from the
characters.
Iris family. To
Maybe these are
Pentaconi's principal
new characters
scenic
that we're
areas and
getting
leisure
eventually.
facilities. I'm sure they will help our guests to feel right at home. Needless to say,
Gallagher?
safety is our primary concern. And so, the devoted and courageous Bloodhound family will be responsible for security at the festival. Danger does not exist in Pentaconi's dreams, and the family promises that the safety of every guest is guaranteed. Of course, the family is also forgiving.
The Duke of Hell is
Perhaps
apparently
you're a
coming.
member of the Annihilation Gang, or even the Stellaron Hunters. If you cherish dreams and uphold benevolence, Pentaconi welcomes your arrival. Since issuing the invitations, we have received many replies from various organizations throughout the universe. Today will be the first time we are publishing the guest list.
All in the service of the preservation, the Amber Lord. He's an executive from the IPC Strategic Investment Department and a member of the legendary 10 Stonehearts. Mr. Adventurine.
Adventurine.
Explore, understand, establish, and
I like that name.
connect.
Adventuring's a nice name.
Together, the name is carry forward the trailblazing will of Akabilly and build bridges between the stars. The navigator of the Astral Express.
Oh my God, Himiko.
She is so gorgeous, man.
Dude, if they ever had a cards, like any cards for this game,
trading knowledge for wisdom.
That's a
Calculating
beautiful
wealth with formulas and
Himiko card.
transcending individual
I get it, chat.
limitations through
Fake
an
Himiko
academic
fan, I know.
network of shared resources. The renowned scholar of the intelligentsia.
Oh, he's gonna be there too.
Dr. Faradis Ratio. We think, therefore we are, and memories are proof of existence. She's committed to
Brother likes
safeguarding
some
and
introduce cards
sharing
in their
these
game.
memories,
I know.
able to journey beyond the corporeal into the cosmos. Hails from the Garden of Recollection.
Black Swan. Oh my God.
Keeper herself, Miss Black Swan. In the uncaring expanse of the cosmos, elation exists as a balm for sorrow. Forever resilient, never disheartened, ceaselessly untearful, endlessly present, and here representing the masked fools, Sparkle.
Yay.
Following the path of
Need
the
her.
hunt, journeying from
Galaxy
one planet to
Rangers.
another, upholding justice, eradicating evil, and then doing it all over again. She's been away from the spotlight for too long. Representing the Galaxy Rangers, Miss Acheron.
Acheron.
Stage once more.
Okay.
On behalf of the family, I hereby warmly welcome our guests to participate in this, our grand celebration. Penacony awaits you.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, more.
I wonder if they showed off all their characters because there was a massive leak back then. I heard that showed off a bunch of characters.
It looks beautiful.
All the way up to patch 2.
Wait, there's leaks for this?
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Navia pre-release analysis. Now,
Okay, bro. Wow, that was wow, dude. We're getting so much. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah. We changed scenes.
Oh,
So Jeff, please stop jamming me, man.
talking about, man. That just means you follow. I don't know what that means, man. I mean, he came up on your screen, man. Sounds like you watched the Jeff videos, dude.
Leaks? Me?
Yeah, man. You just watched the Jeff
video?
videos.
Thoughts on the video?
What?
I should just auto-play the hell out of that Jeff vid.
Oh, that's what they're saying? Oh.
I'm still shook about Ratio, man. Even leakers didn't know about that. I'm more and more happy I rolled for Topaz, kind of excited for Navia. Me too. I have lots of rolls for Navia.
So you can use Topaz with Dr. Ratio, too.
So that's what Color's happy about. Using Ratio with, yeah, that Ratio announcement was cool. I saw Ratio and I was just like, single target?
Yeah.
Don't care. And then we got them for free. I was like, oh, well.
That's nice.
Damn. That's pretty cool. So, I don't have Topaz, nor do I usually. I feel like what I wanted most was a Kafka. Like Blade's Return is cool. I'm wondering, do I? But I don't think I need him anymore. But I'm probably more interested in rolling on the banner for the other lady. What's her name?
Ruin May.
Ruin May. Yeah, Ruin May looks like she's support, right? So might as well go for Ruin May, the 4-star quantum character.
Mm-hmm.
And if Kafka somehow lands in my lap, then that's amazing.
Hey, yo.
I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, yeah. Or did you? It's okay.
Yeah. It's your OD. So Navia skills off of attack. Interesting.
What? I can't believe that. Are you sure? Is this revealed? I feel like that's a shame, man.
Yeah, that's weird.
Why would you have her skill off attack? That means you can't even use the other. I mean, you have to farm the new relics for her. That's OD, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Does
god.
not work with Geo characters. Oh, so she's just a character.
She just happens to be Geo. Why does it always seem like the best Geo characters have nothing to do with Geo? They just happen to be orange. You know what I mean? Saying like it just happened to be in the Geo element, but oh man.
Unlucky. Well, chat. With that said, I'm just happy. Who's that? Cools, thank you for the prime. The hell?
Nice, man.
Love you, brother.
How you been, Cools?
What do you say?
He didn't say anything to me. I just saying hi.
No. Oh no, he's thank you for. Can't wait for the Nikkei streams.
Oh,
So
you,
that's never gonna happen, but I
oh.
appreciate it.
Oh, hey, you gotta sneak some Nico, sneak some Nikkei streams. That's what I'm trying to say.
He's playing Nikkei. I've watched the stream for Nikkei. It was actually cool. Thank you again for the 27, brother. Nikkei, when she can work with other Geo characters, second passive increases her attack by 20% for every crystallize.
Wait, is this out already?
I don't know about like her passive stuff. I think there's stuff that there was a Genshin presentation that we all watched together. I just didn't remember what.
Oh yeah. I don't remember us telling us what the scaling is. I don't remember that.
The fans want it.
I feel that's not a good sign that she scales off attack. That's just me. But yeah, chat. If you guys are wondering on my chat, yeah, we're gonna finish this solo leveling video. Don't worry about it. We will.
You're doing story mode right now.
Chat wants me to look at a video about solo leveling first, so we're gonna do that.
Oh yeah, you enjoy the video, and I will finish farming some quantum pieces.
Oh yeah, for Silver Wolf.
Yeah.
How's that going so far?
She's my crit damage is in the 90s, my crit rate's in the 40s, I think. I don't know if it's between 30 and 40.
Okay, it's slowly getting there.
Yeah, but everything else is fine. So she's not really she's basically a support with decent damage but inconsistent crit. It give the people what they want. Nikkei, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a lot more farming to do for the Mono Quantum if you're trying to give her the Genius set.
Oh yeah, but it's like no rush, you know. It's just, I'm at a point now where I'm taking all the time I need because I would log in and I'm like, what do I spend my resin on, you know?
Yeah.
It just felt like, so I was working on an Asta, but I mean.
I just finished maxing out my Bronya skill and burst today, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, all right, but I'll let you go, man. Chat wants me to do stuff, so we're gonna watch the videos and stuff.
You have fun then. I'll see ya.
So yeah.
All right, bye, Jamsters. See ya.
All right, guys. Aster wanted me to watch something too. Apparently, it was a video about Kafka. I guess we could do that after the solo leveling video. I will admit to you guys right now, it's like it's a little bit of a chore to talk, but we're gonna continue going. It's not really terrible actually. It feels better than what I did a few hours ago because I had like a bunch of lemon and tea and ginger mixed together. I had like ginger water and lemon and tea basically. I might have to make some more later though. Let's see if I can help my throat. But yeah, let's continue. Let's go look at these drink some honey tea. Yeah, so I basically did. I made honey, lemon juice, fresh type of juice, honey, raw honey, and I boiled some ginger together with water, which I'm probably gonna increase the ginger amount when I make a second cup. And then I used the rest of the ginger water as part of my broth when I made my ramen. So like you can barely taste the ginger in there though. And then I chopped up some ginger and put it in my ramen soup. So I'm trying to spam that shit, dude. Alright, let's continue.
It's when he's on one that turns out to be harder than expected that both him and his party get wiped because of it.
What?
A double layer extending the dungeon beyond what it was thought to be.
This party gets wiped out?
Rolando, where Sma and Ornstein are waiting for him. The fight goes just about as well as mine did, and it's right as the finishing blow is about to be delivered that
oh, no.
a secret quest would reveal itself as completed. somehow saving Sung Jin-woo from his imminent demise and at the same time bringing him into the system which now allows him to level. Everything after seems like it's totally normal again, but it's this ability to level up that changes everything. Reason being that hunters aren't supposed to be able to get stronger once their power is gained.
What? What? Oh, there's no so in this world there is no leveling up system? That's the special ability?
There's nothing more that can be done to change it. So, for Sung Jin-woo to be able to complete quests and subsequently gain XP, skills, and rewards, well, that's an ability that makes him quite the anomaly.
Oh my god, so they use that as the OP ability? Oh man, it makes it so much more simpler, but still very interesting. Okay. Excuse me. I want to watch this.
Eventually attracting the attention of guilds across the world, and so on and so forth as he continually makes himself stronger. Now, leveling to become stronger definitely isn't a concept that we've never seen before, but what I think
and he's doing it to save his mom.
The others is that slow, methodical grind in which Sung Jin-woo becomes more powerful. He doesn't just magically become OP off-screen or through some brief montage of training, but is instead constantly growing with each quest he completes and every boss he defeats. We become personally invested in his growth as a character and are constantly anticipating what new heights he's gonna achieve next. The suspense doesn't just stop with that though, because this intriguing world of guilds and hunters brings with it a diverse cast of characters you can either root for or really despise a lot. Both of which lead to these situations in which Sung Jin-woo can unveil his power in the most spectacular way possible. These characters certainly aren't developed to the same level
she's cute.
Jin-woo is at, but if you've ever watched my videos on flexes and isekai before, you'd know I'm a sucker for those moments when the protagonist showcases their power to those who underestimate him. And with solo leveling, there's that in spades.
The frenzy has begun.
It never seems to get repetitive though, because the situations in which they happen are all different enough to the point that they feel you.
He looks different! Did it change his body too? Like, did it change his appearance as well?
And warranted. They're these climactic peaks that you know the story is leading to, but still can't wait to see due to how gratifying they are. I won't spoil any of the situations in which they happen, but trust me when I say that they're some of the most satisfying flexes you'll ever have the pleasure of experiencing.
Satisfying flexes, I'm about that.
Animated. I don't know if it's because of the slow grind he's taken that's led him up to this point, but there's no doubt that when he finally gets there, you'll know he's earned it because you've seen him work his ass off to do so. So that's more of a point that I'm personally fond of, but if you're someone who's more into world building and the overall plot, I think you'll find the development of the world just as exciting. We probably won't see too much of it in Season 1 of the anime, but as the stakes get higher and Sung Jin-woo gets stronger, so too does the involvement of people and organizations from across the world. What starts off as a story isolated to Korea quickly expands into this global affair involving guilds and hunters worldwide. I know sometimes that can make the plot convoluted or hard to follow, but here it actually serves as a way to ensure Sung Jin-woo's power scaling is balanced. What I mean is that every time we
that is great artwork. Holy shit. Look at the detail. There's a second video about this?
Reached his peak, someone or something is introduced to
Yikes.
raise the bar higher. Bringing us back to that point that I'd mentioned earlier. There will always be a new target propelling him forward. He just completed a difficult raid. Cool, here's an even harder red gate with even stronger monsters.
Eesh.
You just beat that? Nice. Now you've got the attention of nation-level hunters. It's this constant expansion of the world around him.
See this image right here? Wait. Wait, what?
All of which is a direct...
is this the same dude? Is this the same guy? Not released yet, though, if I remember correctly. Okay, so it's not up yet. Oh, he looks completely different! Even his hair, if I couldn't even recognize him. So he's this whippy guy. Still kind of cool from the design standpoint, but I get it. And then he becomes this monster? Oh my god.
Result of the effort he's put in. It's almost like you yourself are unlocking parts of the world while reading, since you're pretty much with Sung Jin-woo every step of the leveling process. Now, I haven't even gotten started on Sung Jin-woo's epic powers, but that's something I feel you should discover for yourself in the anime. I could also praise the amazing art Solo Leveling is drawn with, but I'm sure the clips I've used here are more than enough to get my points across.
Yeah.
So, what I'll talk about instead is what you could potentially expect from the anime coming out in January. Personally, my dream was for Ufotable to give this the animation it deserves, but I think A1 Pictures and Aniplex might be just as capable. Sure, we might not get animation as fluid as Demon Slayer or Fate, but I've never complained about the quality of SAO either. Combine this with a soundtrack.
Yeah, that's true. That's one of the things that made me still watch SAO, even though the story was kind of garbage. It was the fact that the animation was legit, so I could enjoy the animation at least.
The legendary Hiroyuki Sawano, and already
Hiroyuki Sawano, man, my dude, let's go! I can't wait to listen to some of his music, man. I need his soundtrack.
That's two core components we know are going to be handled well. Where I do have a bit of hesitation, though, is the speed at which they're going to adapt the story. Remember, the fast pacing is something I mentioned Solo Leveling does well in the manhwa, but I fear the condensed nature of anime might make that a little bit too quick. With the director and series compositor without notable anime for either position, it's hard to say how it is they may choose to adapt this since there aren't really any anime we can compare it to. The most I can do to figure out how the pacing may be is look at the scenes that we were shown in the trailers. There's a few characters here who don't show up till much later, so either Solo Leveling is getting a multi-core season, or we might actually be condensing the story even more than the webcomic does.
I really don't want that. Please give me as much of this as possible, please.
Either way, I'm just super excited to see my favorite manhwa finally become an anime.
Yo, this guy looks intense! How is it the same guy?! How is that the same guy?! You guys are capping Crunch right now. You guys are capping. Ultra cap. 3rd degree cap. I declare it. It is so.
Weekly regardless of how good or bad it is. I'm honestly just happy to watch my all-time favorite power fantasy. I'm sure plenty of you have read this as well, but if you haven't and are waiting for the anime, trust me when I say that you're in for a treat. This is honestly an isekai fanatic's fantasy. It may not be an isekai itself, but the tropes it borrows from the whole OP protagonist thing are executed both perfectly and repeatedly. So yeah, that's the rundown on what's Solo Leveling is. I hope you're all just as excited as I am, and I hope to see.
You said it's up now, right? Like the first episode. I snack on the string cheese. What are you talking about? Is it kind of crazy that I want to end the stream and go watch it now? Like go find it. Like seriously, man. I'm convinced I want to watch this, dude. Is it crazy? Yes, it's crazy. Okay. All right, yo. Okay, so that was Solo Leveling. All right, and then there was some other video that what was the video? It was a Kafka rap video, right? I'll take a look at it, sure. And then I guess we'll do some Honkai afterwards. Genshin Impact. Oh, that's right. Aster, you posted your Ayato, right? I took a quick look at it. Your crit rate damage is amazing. Energy recharge 120. I think that's pretty good. I think that's probably what it should be, probably. And your skills 186. Okay. I'm happy you're not leveling up the normal attack. It's basically a waste. Now you can end afterwards. And what? And what afterwards? Where is that Kafka video you're talking about? Kafka rap by Dizzy. Okay. I'll just copy and paste what you have here. All right. Let's watch this.
Studies show that up to 90.
All right, let's see what this is about. Okay.
Whispers in my ear, she's been acting like she loves me. Maybe I'm naive if I'm thinking that she's for me. Staring in her eyes, I've been feeling like like I'm lucky, or maybe I'm a tool that she use. I'm too trusting. I can't even tell you what's inside. Maybe I'm too blind, or I just ignore the signs. She been switching lanes, she might take me for a ride.
I mean, it's feeling great right now. It's the beat is very nice. I really like what it's doing with it so far. I don't even think it's even talking about Kafka, but it fits. You know what I mean? God, I'm gonna roll this back a little bit.
Maybe I'm too blind, or I just ignore the signs. She been switching lanes, she might take me for a ride. Driving me insane, playing games with my mind. Yeah. Then I realized I belong to her. Now I know she's not mine. No, she's not mine. I can't even tell you what's the truth and what's a lie. Yeah. Wait, she got a way to just get what she wants. Yeah. The way that she talks, the way that she walks, she make you feel like you the one. Yeah. She put a hold in your heart, you thinking it's real, it's really in front. Yeah. If we being real, that doesn't matter when she's what you want. Paralyzed by the spell that she cast on you. True love's not a gift she would pass on you. And that smile that she wears is a mask for the truth. But in truth, I'm seduced by whispers in my ear. She would tell me that she loves.
I like this. I feel like it's part of. I feel like it's part of a disservice to even call this a Kafka rap. It's just a good song, man. I mean, I would just call it not mine. It has nothing to do with I mean, I like the parallels between, like, the impression that Kafka gives, but I mean, which is good for, like, I guess the algorithm and stuff, but because, you know, people be loving some Kafka. But I don't know, man. I just love it as what it is, not really about Kafka, really, in general.
Maybe I'm naive if I'm thinking that she's for me. Staring in her eyes, I've been feeling like I'm lucky. Or maybe I'm a tool that she use. I'm too trusting. I can't even tell you what's inside. Maybe I'm too blind, or I just ignore the signs. She been switching lanes, she might take me for a ride. Driving me insane, playing games with my mind.
This video editing is really solid, man. The lyrics are very simple and easy to follow too.
No, she's not mine. I can't even tell you what's the truth and what's a lie. Only thing you care about is if I'm about to slide for you. Twisting my emotions while you hoping that I die for you. You took my control, now I gotta cross the line for you. I can't see your motive, I can't see if I'm on side of you. Am I just a fool? Someone that you use, someone you abuse with all that you put me through. Don't know what to do with you, but you're beautiful, and as usual, whispers in my ear, she would tell me that she loves me. Maybe I'm naive if I'm thinking that she's for me. Staring in her eyes, I've been feeling like I'm lucky.
It's like this girl, man. She knows she is hot. She's not giving a shit. Like, she is ridiculous. Okay, that's a very good video. That was very good. Thank you for showing me that. I love that song. I can listen to that pretty like back and forth. Like, I was not back and forth. What's the word for it? Over and over. Yeah. Thank you for that. Huh. That was fun. Let me turn up Star Rail and at least attempt to do some of the event. But I'm not gonna lie, chat. I want to watch Japanese cartoons now. If you are a sub, once the stream is over, I'm going to make me some ginger tea with lemon and honey. Then I'm going into the Discord, and I'm probably gonna watch some anime. So if you want to watch with me, you can. I'll make an announcement for everyone in the sub channel in our Discord. So if you want to come through and hang out. One more video? Alright, what is it? I really like this Toshiro rap and Shonen Jump. Who's Toshiro? Who's that? I don't know who that is, man. In Discord? Can you guys stop putting there should be like a video or a media section in the Discord to post like videos, especially if it's something you want to look at. And there also should be a reaction video too, reaction list, YouTube reaction list. Like you could post it in there. So if you could like do me a favor, guys, just take those videos out of the general section and put it in the YouTube reaction list.
Have him trigram
All right.
on both ends.
Let me go ahead and
Mobile games are going big.
turn off this music.
Clash of Clans is now available on PC with Google.
All of my
this.
life, one of my favorite superheroes has
Wait. So let's see. What is this? That time MTV made a weird Spider-Man cartoon. What the heck? Okay, I thought it was gonna be a music or something. Toshiro Kitsugaya? Oh. Okay. I think he used to be one of my favorite captains from Bleach, actually. Let's see what's alright. Actually, let me go pee first. Let me go use the bathroom. I'll come right back. We'll watch this video. And legit question. Do you guys just want to have the rest of the stream be video reactions? Because it sounds like that's what's kind of happening. So, I'm totally down for it. But let me know when I get back. Okay? BRB.
Oh no, Jesus!
Weird.
Hey, yo, what? Yo, that's OD!
Okay. I am back, guys. Thanks for waiting. Took a little bit longer to make the tea. And honestly, well, I still don't feel the greatest. I definitely feel better than I did when we started the stream. Like, objectively. So I'm gonna keep on drinking this. And I think tomorrow we should be right as rain. Hey, what's up, D1? Aren't you streaming right now? Why have to call the Amber Lamps? Amber Lamps. Yeah, man. I guess yesterday wore me out, and then I had a schedule. I had a stream, not stream. I had a no, I didn't pass out. I went to go get. I told you guys I went to take a break and make some tea. So it was that ginger tea I was telling you guys about. So I don't have like packets of it. I have to actually make it. And well, I would normally not do that during the stream because obviously we're streaming. It felt like, dude. It felt like I probably need to do it more sooner than later. Yeah, I'm fine, anyone. I'm fine. I just gotta take care of myself. That's all. All right. Put more citrus. I actually have pieces of ginger in here too. Drinking this right now, I feel like by the time tomorrow comes, I'll be a lot better. Which I need to because I have to record. I have stuff to record tomorrow. I can't put it off. I can't not do it, which really sucks, chat. But I have to do it. I'm gonna do it. I promise I do it. I'm gonna do it. All right, let's listen to this video. We're gonna react to this video. Apparently, it's about a weird Spider-Man cartoon. I don't know what this could be. So let's check it out. I'm not going to sleep yet. No.
Has always been Spider-Man. While I may not have been the biggest into superhero comics growing up, favoring manga as my reading
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man film changed my life as a kid. Believing in this character is not only him finding himself to understand what it means to be a hero, having great responsibility coming with that great power, but also seeing the human side through Peter Parker's life. Throughout the rest of my life since, Spider-Man media from the video games, cartoons, and every other...
Okay, I'm gonna say it. I don't think this is an unpopular opinion, but
life. Throughout the rest of my life since Spider-Man
I don't think Mary Jane Watson, this version of her was that great. You know what I mean? When I first watched it, I kind of just accepted it. But in terms of the character, she's kind of annoying. She really wasn't that great, man. I don't like how she clearly liked him, but kept on hanging out with the jock. I don't know if I like. I feel like this is gonna be disrespectful, but I don't feel like I liked her as this is Kirsten Dunst, right? I don't like her. I don't think I liked her as Mary Jane. When I got older, I think back then I just accepted it because I was a stupid kid who didn't care. I just wanted to watch Spider-Man save the girl and beat the bad guys. I was more focused on looking at the man butts in the movie. Okay, listen, you. We get it, okay?
Video games, cartoons, and every other movie adaptation has had my attention. One of the cartoons that came out for the web slinger always stuck in my brain though, as in comparison to all of the other series that have been made. One of these things was not like the other.
What?
20 years ago in
what is this?
2003, MTV of all places would deliver a short-lived CG animated series called Spider-Man: The New Animated Series. I just love when properties put new in the title. Without it, how would I ever know? Now, like I said, this series was short-lived, only ever having 13 episodes released before it came to an end. But thanks to having less restrictions of what could be done in the show...
Oh god, who is that? Is this supposed to be Mary Jane? Oh, What is wrong with her neck? It's broken, dude. There's no way someone looked at this and said, "Oh my God, she's hot." She looks like she's on drugs. No. What is this?
Restrictions of what could be done in the show since it's on MTV, the show offered a bit more mature in tone spirit to it all that makes it extremely fascinating to revisit. Today, let's take a look at Spider-Man the New animated series, see what it's all about and what happened to it in the end.
Welcome back to the 25 Days of Fringemas, where there's going to be brand...
I swear I thought I was going to say Cringemas.
Wait. Double Fringemas. Aw, you only thought you were gonna get 25 videos this year? Look at you. You look silly. But I'm here to fix that because I'm gonna give you not only 25 videos, but I'm giving you 50 videos. I have 2 channels. That's 2 Fringemases. Each day there'll be a brand new video on both channels for 25 days. I haven't slept in months. Enjoy the content. Or don't. Spider-Man the New animated...
I'm sold.
Series premiered on MTV July 11th, 2003.
Is that the Kingpin? Why is the Kingpin black? What? When did this happen? When did the Kingpin join? When did the Kingpin join BLM? I don't know. Let's just keep on going.
2003.
I have so many questions, guys. Most of them are bad questions. God, that's not how... Who finalized this design on Mary Jane? It's terrible.
We would get the sequel movies to the original.
Look at this guy. Oh, I'm black as hell. I'm sorry. I can't. This guy has lips like a flat tire. I was supposed to sit here and be like, "Oh, I accept this design as Kingpin." This feels racist. Like, making Kingpin black doesn't make me feel like there's more black representation. It just feels like you're just cheap. You're just being cheap about it. You know what I mean? Like, why buy a sweater from the U.S. if you can buy it from a sweatshop kind of thing? A sweatshop in China. That kind of attitude.
Film, while this show took its own path. But this show would build off the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man film by following Peter Parker, Mary Jane Watson, and Harry Osborn as they now would be a little older and attending Empire State University. Through this, we follow Peter...
Oh, it's based off the Sam Raimi stuff. I heard BLM was never about helping anyone. Yeah, they just pretended to. They tricked a lot of people. Well, we won't get into that.
Has to navigate still being a person with his school responsibilities, working...
Although I will say, I'm surprised no one from that group is in jail right now. They literally just stole money from black people, but whatever.
His relationship with Mary Jane, holding down a job, being a friend to Harry, all while continuing the exploration of what being a superhero is truly about. Of course, there are a lot of loose threads that come from what happened in the original film that get explored here as well. Mainly that Harry is still dealing with the death of his father and is still blaming Spider-Man for it. While the show builds up its own story and direction based on the material that came before, things could have been way different. In the conception of the show, it was planned to be a direct adaptation of Brian Michael Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man comic, with Brian himself working on the production to help develop what it would be like, translating it from the pages of...
Let me guess. That didn't happen.
A comic and into a show. Despite writing the pilot for this show, Sony, who at this point had the rights to Spider-Man when it comes to the film and television side of things after making a $7 million purchase from Marvel, but never used what Brian had written. And
of course. Why would you... It's so funny. It's so funny, like, these multi-billion-dollar, million-dollar companies, they're like notoriously penny pinchers, right? They will drop people's jobs at the drop of a hat to save a couple $1 million for their shareholders and their, the people that at the top who make millions of dollars doing nothing but making stupid decisions. They'll drop millions of dollars off their bottom line in terms of production value, right, to save money. And then they have someone work on a project, someone who's clearly qualified for it. They paid him to do it, obviously, and then not to use any of it. Why? That's wasting money. They're super frugal, right? Out of touch with reality for the most part. But then you'll hear about them doing something that's like a complete head scratcher to your common sense, like, and then they wonder why people don't like their shit. Why don't you like the show? Why didn't you like the Marvels? What the hell? We gave you what you wanted. Well, you gave us what you wanted. But anyway, let me just go on. Just continue.
Can I just add that it's crazy how little $7 million seems in comparison to the billions they've made on Spider-Man movies since over the past 20 plus years? But going back to what I was saying,
I feel like the only reason they give it's such a dumb reason. The only reason they have characters wear green is so they have an excuse to put red on them somewhere else to complement the colors because of the color wheel. It's literally basic color wheel logic, right, chat? Like, who does that? Who would have a character with red hair and be like, hey, you know what I want him to wear? I want him to wear some green. Why? Oh, because it's complementary colors. That's it. Now, I know what you're saying. My character's different, okay? Don't compare the two. It's not the same. I just realized, listen, no. I have green hair and a red shirt. And it's not really red. It's more like magenta. But you get the point. Is that the same? My character design looks cool. This one isn't. Make him wear a whole ass rainbow at that point. I just don't like this. Is just it's plain. I just hate this. I don't like the designs in general for the show. But Mary Jane just looks terrible. Like, this is like, cause when you design a character like this, in terms of the role they're gonna play in a show like Spider-Man, like she's especially the Sam Raimi version. Like, she's the sweetheart, the protect, you know, the damsel in distress kind of character, basically. You know, although in my opinion she's kind of an asshole. And you would design her and be like, okay, we have to make her like somewhat attractive, right? Because like that's like visually that's how you show appeal for a lot of characters, especially when they're humans in a show where our big point of the show is the guy trying to get the girl as one of the subplots. She is not attractive. This is terrible design. The hair looks yellow to me. You know, it's green. It's green. Make the characters colorful and make people angry because they'll think it's gay when it's not. But that doesn't make just because they're wearing like a rainbow shirt, they would say that. I think you would need more than that in order to come to that conclusion, right? And it's not this. It's not people. It's not always the same. I know what you're saying. The kind of people who would say that. It comes from both sides. I've seen people overanalyze the character's color combination, color scheme, and think they're a certain gender because of it. A literal cartoon character. And they get really defensive about it when you talk about it. Like, I've seen that on Twitter. That's why I don't explore Twitter too much. She looks like a back alley crack ass girl. Dang! That's OD! Chill. All right. I was going in on her too, so.
Past 20 plus years. But going back to what I was saying, why wouldn't they go with the pilot if the original plan was to adapt Ultimate Spider-Man and you had the creator of that working for you on it? Well,
so stupid.
Change, especially
that shot didn't look too bad of Mary Jane.
Spider-Man movie that was met
still bad though.
Immense praise and success.
God, you will never sell me. My God. Okay, you guys could clip this. I don't care. Like, you are never going. Like, as a black man, you are never going to sell me on a black Kingpin. Like, that's literally the definition of trying to force a black person there without actually making an effective black character. Holy shit. Did people actually like this? I remember when I had this conversation with my dad, because we was watching, I think it was Justice League or Superman, the animated series, and Lex Luthor looked different too. He was like a bald black man, essentially. And I didn't even think anything of it back then when I was a kid. And my dad was like up in arms. He was like, why? Why did they do that? Why did they make the black man the villain? He was saying that. I was like, what are you talking about? It doesn't matter. At least we got black people in there. Finally. And now I get it. It's lazy as fuck. Look, I'm telling you right now. Whatever show you like to watch, I'm telling you the truth right now. I'm just telling you guys, okay? This is from a place of love, okay? If you ever have a show that you like, or you're told to like, or suggested to like, okay? And one of the main characters or antagonist in the show is race swapped, whatever reason they tell you, it's a lie. It's because they wanted to be lazy. Because it's lazy. They had a spreadsheet with a quota, and they were told to fill it by any means necessary, and do it in a way that saves them money. That's literally all it is. Trust me, someone came up there and was like, can we just make a new character? Can we just make a new character that fits in the storyline? No, that's too much work. You're fired. Nico Robin was race swapped in One Piece? I don't know the story about that. I can't talk about it. Because I have no idea what you're talking about. She went from 10S. Oh, you're talking about... Well, if the original creator does it, I don't know if she was race swapped. I think maybe just a color thing. Maybe he just decided to change the colors a little bit. That happens. Like Goku, that happened to Goku a lot. Like I've seen drawings of Goku where he's a lot tanner. And then not just drawings like fan drawings, like official artwork and animation. Like GT, he was a lot tanner. And then in Goku, he was in other animations, he was definitely not that. So sometimes they'll make those changes without saying anything, but it's not a race swap. That might not be a race swap, but I don't know because I don't really watch One Piece like that. But some of them are obviously deliberate. But anyways, I will never. That's the point. The point is, you will never sell me on a Black Kingpin. Like, just stop it, man.
Train some more. Unfortunately, when
it doesn't even. It just feels like I'm looking at Ving Rhames. Who voiced this guy? I want to know.
Things derail here, Spider-Man doesn't show up to stop the train. So the Spider-Man series would be reworked a bit, with Sony bringing on screenwriter and producer Morgan Grendel to develop what the show would be. While there were guidelines for some continuity's sake, and I mean that loosely, Morgan was allowed to come up with brand new characters that could make sense in the new setting and time in Peter Parker's life, which we will get to that here in a bit shortly. With this being the early 2000s, the medium of animation was starting to change, with more shows making the jump from 2D to 3D thanks to the use of CG animation.
And it was terrible.
If Spider-Man the new animated series was going to go this way, they might as well get the people responsible for making the first CG animated show created, Reboot, to be the company.
Oh my god! I couldn't put my finger on it. It felt like Reboot, but worse. How is it that years after Reboot,
CG animated show created, Reboot,
how is it? How is it that you have characters in Reboot that look more attractive than the characters in this show? How? How? Oh my god, you guys know what I'm talking about. They had to desexualize the character on the right here. I forget her name, but I remember hearing about this. I didn't care when I was a kid, but apparently she was too hot, so they had to desexualize her. Change the design so it wasn't as obvious that she was fucking stacked. Let's put it that way. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but Reboot was but besides that, Reboot was fun. Reboot was a good show. I enjoyed Reboot. I probably wouldn't watch it now because it would ruin my childhood, but oh man, there was a time skip arc in there that was just insane. I loved it.
to be the company producing the look and animation for the show, Mainframe Entertainment.
What? Why?
Oh my god! We've got this. We don't, but you know, your optimism is adorable.
What the fuck is this story? Hold up, let me just get out of here with this shit. I was so shocked at how stupid that story was. That commercial was.
Wanted to have their own Spider-Man cartoon? Well, MTV was going through a weird transition, no longer just being the place where music videos live, but instead a place to find both real and allegedly not real reality TV. Their whole vibe was moving on to create a bunch of entertainment, with one of their avenues being that they wanted to explore animation some more. So a deal was struck and MTV ordered the creation of a Spider-Man animated series. A new animated series. So sorry. I really couldn't help myself. So it's interesting that this happened, but here we are. MTV is getting the...
I really hate the designs. God damn. Look at her arms. Look at her shoulders. She doesn't have shoulders. It's just like they just stick a tube there.
Their own exclusive Spider-Man cartoon. And your new Peter Parker here, who was supposed to continue the version Tobey Maguire played, would now be voiced by Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
MTV is this middle ground weird choice in the way that the content the channel releases falls under the teen and young adult demographic. So while they could have a Spider-Man series that would be able to reflect that in the tone of the show a bit, MTV still wanted to have a bit of an olive branch to younger audiences, since at the end of the day, it's still Spider-Man. So weird things happen behind the scenes for the production, like not having Aunt May be a part of the series.
What?
Despite being an
I can't
important
believe it.
figure in Peter's life. Apparently, MTV was worried that by having some form of elderly person presented in the show, that it wouldn't connect with the younger audience too.
Oh my god. These people are so stupidly out of touch. If we put old people in a show where the main character's most important influences to becoming who he was were two older people, people won't like it. No, the reason why they didn't like it is because your show sucked. I could already tell that from a mile away.
Tuning in. And I don't really quite get that.
And you don't know how to connect heads to necks, apparently. Oh, God.
Like, the show's more violent, there's cursing, suggestive themes, but whatever. See you later, Aunt May, I guess. Aside from stuff like that, the show flowed fairly smoothly, as MTV's more
FBI, open up.
had more creative freedom to make the show. Even then, there were production delays that caused the biggest problem for the show's audience to follow along with, as episodes would be released in the wrong order, causing lots...
Oh my god. They did not know what they were doing.
Of confusion for what's going on. I mean, the first episode in order wasn't the first episode to release and bring you into the series, which is just
that was creepy.
Not the smartest thing to do when launching a new show. The order of the episodes, using the numbers 1 through 13, were premiered in were 8, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 11, 10, 2, 1, 9, 12, and 13.
Oh my god! They only got the last one right! This is how you know that even multi-billion-dollar organizations don't have their shit together, man. That's unacceptable. They worry about old people dragging the show down. They can't even get the orders of the shows right.
So from mid-July until mid-September as the show premiered, it really made it difficult to follow the series. Now, thanks to the DVD release, you can enjoy them in the correct order. The series, in terms of what the
enjoy them?
episodes themselves offer are
Wait, there's a stormtrooper?
Do a great job
No.
at keeping you interested in the action, as there are some really well done and artistically directed showdowns that are just so cool to witness. Peter's whole on-again, off-again thing with MJ is interesting in the fact that there is a clear difference between the two of them as Peter and MJ versus Spider-Man and MJ being together on the screen and having chemistry, but with how she's into Peter and kissing him one episode and then they aren't together in the next just made things mostly unclear for what their future or plan.
Wait. She knows he's Spider-Man in this cartoon, right? It sounds like, maybe I'm hearing this wrong, sounds like she treats him differently.
Plans for their future really are, especially when we get introduced
Maybe she's just into that, I don't know.
introduced to the new character of Indira, or Indy for short. She's someone who comes into the series as a character specifically created for the show that works with Peter and has a real connection to him that feels a lot more real than Peter's and MJ's in the series. From this point on, it creates a larger dynamic between Peter and the two of them, and that's great and all for some of the drama, but Peter's relationship with Indy is so much more interesting. One, there is just so much more sexual tension between the two of them.
Yeah, obviously, I could tell that straight up.
With a ton of very suggestive comments or innuendos made that things always feel a bit too steamy, but other parts of the show feel this way too, so the whole show is pretty down bad. And then two, as Peter, they work together as he takes photos while she does her journalism work, but he also uses information he gets from her to secretly aid in his Spider-Man saving the day activities. I just found myself caring way more about them and their...
I know someone saw this was like, I have to draw this in the most sexual way possible on Twitter. I know someone saw this back when they were a kid and it was like, oh my god. Anyway.
Relationship over anything that had to do with MJ. This does come back around to something way more intense and...
Wasn't this show for kids? I just realized something. Even Reboot had stuff like this. And that was for kids. Remember Hexadecimal? I didn't think about it as much as I did now, but damn! She was curvy. She had curves. Yeah. Actually, that was a good shot of Mary Jane right there, too.
When we get to the end of the season with a set of 2 episodes titled Mind Games Part 1 and 2.
This Double Fringe Miss is brought to you by Gamer Subs. What's the deal with Gamer Subs? It's less than a calorie. It has no sugar. But
what the hell? Blowhole Blast? What the hell is this? I'm good, man.
Fringe, 10% off. Do it. As Peter is pushed to his ultimate limits here. As the series has shown us...
Is that Kraven the Hunter?
Created specifically for the show, the series comes to an end with 2 other brand new characters known as the Gaines Twins, as they have the ability to mess with Spider-Man's mind, thanks to their super psychic powers, leading to Peter seemingly getting over this and being unaffected, taking care of the twins and continuing on about his day. So as we move past that for now, Peter deals with both MJ and Indy as they pull the ultimatum card of making the hard decisions in life and picking one of them to pursue.
Oh my god. Why not both? I'm just kidding.
He can't flow back and forth in how he feels day to day and have both of them, but...
Honestly, the answer is Indy. Obviously, based on what I'm hearing here. Way more helpful. Just as attractive. If not slightly more, and I'm saying that in the scope of this horrible animation. In terms of character design.
But from this, Peter decides...
But none of these characters are attractive as fucking Hexadecimal. Which is sad. It's sad to say, chat.
To continue to pursue his interests in MJ, showing that he trusts her and reveals that he was Spider-Man this whole time.
Wait, what? She didn't know? I'm actually done.
Then Kraven the Hunter comes in and, you know, just straight up kills MJ. So that's...
No, he didn't! What is happening? What kind of horrible show is this? What? Oh my god! Who told me to watch this video? Who was it? Was it you, Master Dragon? Who was it? This show is trash! This show is garbage, man! Oh my god! Oh. I'll keep going. I'll keep going.
Sucks. I wonder if Indy's still around. All of this ends up being revealed that the Gaines Twins had corrupted his mind. This whole episode, for the most part, was just in his head, and it
okay.
Didn't even happen. It was all a setup from the Gaines Twins to have Peter believe that Kraven killed MJ, and for him to then seek out deadly revenge and go after Kraven, with the Gaines Twins' motivation of doing so based on Kraven killing their parents. It's all pretty...
And then he sniffs her, like, oh, Jesus Christ.
exciting and just a solid engaging story that was executed well in the way that it was told. As things continue on and Peter nearly kills Kraven, he starts realizing something isn't right, now being able to pull back on hurting Kraven and just capturing him for the authorities to deal with instead. From there, he teams up with Indy after he figures out that everything he had experienced wasn't reality and that MJ is actually kidnapped and held by the twins, going after them and actually saving MJ, leading to a final confrontation with the twins where he pushes one of them off the roof of a building, but then another surprise reveal happens, as this was another messing of Spider-Man's mind, as in reality, he pushed Indy off.
No!
Killing her. Because of that, it put her in a coma, and there's no guarantee that she will recover from this. And Peter now goes after—
That's crazy!
the twins to finish taking care of them, as he then pushes back from the superhero life, retiring from being Spider-Man, putting the Spidey suit in a briefcase with some bricks, and then tossing it into the water, saying goodbye to being a superhero. It's pretty damn dark, honestly, and not only do we see Peter beating himself up over this, but the world around him is against Spider-Man. MJ lost faith in Spider-Man being the responsible good guy after literally witnessing him pushing Indy off the building. Harry still has a grudge against Spider-Man, and J. Jonah Jameson has just always hated him. And that's where it all ends. A dark, dreary cliffhanger ending.
Okay, so that doesn't sound too bad in terms of writing, actually. Oh. Okay, that looks cool.
After 13 episodes, the season, and well, the series, was over. It had built up to this big moment of Peter having just gone through so much at the hands of the Gaines twins, giving up on his superhero life for the safety of those around him that he truly cares about, ending on an unresolved cliffhanger, which really gets under my skin when that happens, as now this has its own spin-off universe of the show, since the events of the show don't fit within the continuity of Sam Raimi's second Spider-Man movie, which at that point would be fully announced and be coming out a year later in 2004. But why did MTV pull the plug on the show, though? There's kind of conflicting things said about it, with the basic explanation of the ratings weren't what MTV wanted to see. But what also is said is that the viewership wasn't that bad, and potentially MTV just didn't see the show fitting alongside the other programming. I feel it's a bit of both here. I agree that it doesn't fit with their other programming, but hey, they're the ones that ordered the show for production in the first place. I think that the episodes being out of order also led to viewer confusion and lack of interest.
Yeah, you know, that sounds like them not blaming themselves for it having issues.
Heck, it could be the look of the show at the time that turned some viewers away. I mean, I think it looks pretty cool, if not sometimes pretty odd looking from the use of earlier CG animation, but I like the cel-shaded rendering on top of the CG animation, as I feel it really makes the series look unique. And overall, the show had decent to mixed reviews. Some see it as an underrated gem that is at least worth a watch, but just knowing that the ending is a cliffhanger, and also will leave you pretty sad because it ends on a pretty dark note overall. Others think that since it all leads to nothing, that there isn't a point to what you get out of it as a viewer. There is a lot to like here in the show, in my opinion. Lots of cool artistic choices that give some great mood to the vibe of the show, and I like that it takes a decent amount of the plot points and setups from Sam Raimi's movie.
Did she just Kabe on him? Whatever.
But grows it out in a new way from there. The characters themselves don't exactly feel like they were really meant to be the continuations of the live-action film versions of themselves. Peter and MJ have this are they dating, are they not dating romance drama that only gets more complicated thanks to the addition of Indy, and for this time in Peter's life and the setting he is in, I think all of that feels fine and more realistic here, that it didn't feel like a side thing for no reason to add a bit of extra romance in, or drama. There was a feeling of the villains showing up in the series being limited and held back, as aside from a handful of actual villains that are real, the series adds some new villains, like brand new bad guys.
They move awkwardly.
That have inspirations from other villains or a mix of them, and this comes from the freedoms given to develop new characters. If the series were able to continue on, there were plans to have other villains make appearances like Vulture and Mysterio being brought into the mix, with Peter of course coming back to don the Spidey suit once more and continue on being Spider-Man. And I'm just curious how you kind of resolve everything that just happened, but sadly that just never got to come to fruition. But it was really cool to see that Michael Clark Duncan reprises his role as Kingpin.
What? Michael Clark Duncan was voicing this guy?
in which he just
They made him be the Kingpin? Well, he didn't make him.
played in live action in the same year's Daredevil movie, so maybe these worlds...
I like Michael Clark Duncan, but I feel like the Spider-Man from the 90s cartoon that was on Fox would have been a better pick. But I guess they couldn't do that. I guess they couldn't get the same guy. I don't know. Well, I don't know why they had to make him black, though, for Daredevil. I don't understand that. Excuse me.
worlds are connected. Or maybe it's like a multiverse thing. Or maybe it's...
Maybe it is a multiverse thing.
I'm not going to do all that. Relax. I'm just here for what the show specifically offers. Even though the series has plenty of shortcomings, some hilarious weird animation, and ends up leading nowhere, there are still some pretty surprising moments, some
just
great
stabs her in the
action,
neck.
and it ends up being a bit darker, edgier, and sometimes more violent than any of the other Spider-Man cartoons. But what are your thoughts on MTV's Spider-Man the New animated series? Were you...
It sucks. It looks terrible. They didn't even care enough to put it out in the right order. Production issues clearly were having... They had clearly had production issues the entire time. Like, terrible production issues in terms of scheduling. And then it still looked like the season, they still would have had a relatively successful season. And then because the ratings were as high as they thought it would be, which is probably an absurd estimate in the first place, they canned the show, even though it still had potential despite their mishaps. Oh my god.
You a fan of what it had to offer? Let me know in the comments below. I've been Jordan Friend.
They really needed it. Yeah. Does Mainframe Entertainment still make shows? Okay. Dragon posted another video called Wait for Remember Bakugan. What is this?
Our real enemy is time.
Man.
Wait, remember Bakugan?
Wait. Oh, this guy, the same guy? Okay. And this is Jordan Fringe, right? Okay. Remember Bakugan. This guy is this channel all about member berries? Like,
during the mid-2000s craze of cartoons and card games going hand in hand, everyone was in line to develop the next big hit that can rival or at least capture some of the space that the biggest out there at the time were occupying. Bakugan was no different, wanting to hit the
like
mark
Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh mix, basically.
Blended a card game and rollable transforming action figures together. And of course, there would be a cartoon to go alongside all of that as well. Today, we are going to take a look at Bakugan Battle Brawlers, see what it was all about, and ultimately, what happened to it.
Welcome back to the 25 Days of Fringemas, where there's going to be brand... Wait.
Bakugan first came together thanks to the American inventor Aldrich Saussure. Funny enough, when he was on a trip
he made
to
it?
Walmart looking through the toy aisle...
Oh, it's an American-made product. I always thought it was Japanese.
Marble, and jotting down the idea and coming up with what that would initially look like. He took his concept for whatever this would be to Spin Master, meeting with the executives there who just happened to be trying to rethink the marble for the modern age. What else can be done with a spherical concept? Suffice to say, they were pretty into it. Quickly after this, a prototype of the toy would be designed and then brought to Sega's toy division in Japan, and Sega saw the vision of what to do, combining the use of the toys themselves with a card game, designing how it would all work. After putting this all together and fleshing it out into a full-on game to play, Canada became the test market to help them see that there was enough appeal here for Spin Master to start bringing Bakugan around the world. Since 2006, with the test bed in Canada, the game would start to take off, becoming
what the hell
over the next few years as the other parts outside of the game itself were coming out and making an attachment with audiences. The game would make use of metal cards that would activate the magnetic spring-loaded figures, so you get that satisfying feeling of a ball rolling and coming to a transforming stop when it landed on the card. Yeah, it was kinda cool. The goal of the battle or brawl was to capture your opponent's 3 gate cards, and in the anime, you'd get a fun slowing down of time. When these battles enter into the playing field they brawl on. And yeah, that's also pretty cool, honestly. Now, of course, there are a lot more mechanics to the game overall, but I really want to speak more so on the show rather than the the physical card game. Cut to Ronin Harari, the co-founder and co-CEO of Spin Master, seeing the larger picture of what Bakugan could be, thinking that a cartoon in conjunction would be perfect for the landscape. To make this a reality, though, he reached out to the president of Sega Toys, Isao Kokuban, and offered $6 million to get an anime in production. TMS Entertainment and Japan Vistech would be tapped to produce what would become Bakugan Battle Brawlers, hitting the airwaves in April of 2007 in Japan, and Nelvana jumping in to bring the show to North America, specifically first to Canada, in July of the same year.
This is interesting because the concept was originally American, I guess. This is I kind of like this. I like seeing like, okay, so American idea. We bring it over to Japan, have them, you know, they bring their own ideas and flavor into it, and then they bring it back over here to Canada to test it. Interesting. Anime and card game mix. Anime and card game together. That whole concept. Not something new, right? We've seen. I mean, they're clearly trying to, you know, ride the wave or the momentum of Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, right? Specifically, which a lot of shows, companies, toys were doing. You know, they see the money rolling in from that. They want peace. That makes sense.
It wouldn't be until February of 2008 that Bakugan would be syndicated to the US on Cartoon Network, and Bakugan was now out there in a bunch of different markets. The first season of the show would have 52 episodes in total and follow the main character of Dan Kuso, a kid who happens upon a deck of cards that fall from the sky like light finding the Death Note.
Hold up. His name is Dan Kuso, like Kuso, like shitty? His name is Shitty Dan? No! Don't say that! It's not true. Alright. Ignore that chat.
Through this, him and his friend really began to develop the whole card game out of this, something that him and a group of other online friends all get into now. And through this, they find themselves at the center of something much bigger than a random toy and card game, now fighting against the threat of the Doom beings for the fate of the Bakugan's home dimension, Vestroia, which is where the Bakugan themselves come from, as their world is merging with our world and others. Dan and his friends eventually come across Naga, the evil Bakugan who stole the Silent Core, which once was his prison, now seeking to complete the Perfect Core, only needing the other half of it, which is the Infinity Core, to use its power to conquer the universe. Dan Kuso is the main protagonist of the show, with his Bakugan partner being Dragonoid, or Drago for short. He's just obsessed with the game of Bakugan and aspires to become the best brawler to ever live.
Of course.
Which is like me inventing something and saying, I'm the best at it. Like, yeah, no duh. But at least there are now a bunch of other players involved, and technically, he isn't the best yet. So I guess there's something there for him to really aspire to be. He's a pretty impulsive character, you know, main protagonist syndrome leading him to be a little overconfident sometimes. But as the show goes on, we meet the rest of the main characters that we will deal with throughout the show, like Shun, who is his best friend and helped him develop the game. There's Runo, who is always ready for a challenge and can be a little hot-headed as a result. There's
Miku Hatsune,
who is a pretty smart character and comes from great wealth and can spit out tons of knowledge when needed, and is also shown to be pretty generous. Julie is a bit all over the place, but always brings a positive attitude in bad moments, and then
Middle Pipe Essence, what?
into the game of Bakugan, but doesn't play it herself, wanting to always provide the knowledge.
Oh, she's
friends instead. Even if this annoys some of the other characters, her comments or advice are usually pretty helpful and often.
She's the what's the call of the group? She's the tail of the group. Okay.
Times correct. Each brawler builds a connection to one of the Bakugan that they use for battles.
She's the useless female character of the group. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Able to speak with them and throughout the show develop and explore their relationships as partners in the connection of battle brawling and wanting to help the Bakugan with their own world issues. Like I mentioned, Dan has a very deep connection with Drago, working together with him as well as he is shown always taking great care of the sphere that Drago is to him when not triggered to come out in battle. We get to see how that relationship develops as they start off at odds, but Drago warms up to him as they begin to understand one another. The Doom beings are what the main villains of the first season of Bakugan Battle Brawlers are referred to as. This is all led by Naga, with the main objective of ruling Earth and Vestroia. He has no legions and breaks out of his captured seal in Vestroia, causing the other core that he is after, the Infinity Core, to end up on Earth, making Earth's world in just as much trouble as the Bakugan's world. Aiding in this for Naga is Hal G, and he is this altered, transformed state of a human, now turned into whatever he is now after messing with the Silent Core, and leading him to be a follower of Naga. And really this boils down to a personality slash alter ego split from who he really is, which is Michael, Alice's grandfather, and to continue on to that, there is Masquerade, another brawler who wants to banish the other Bakugan to the Doom dimension.
Masquerade.
I wonder why they call him that. Why do they call him Masquerade? Oh, maybe it's because he has his face hidden like a mask. Oh, yeah? That's what that is? That's crazy, dude. Why didn't you just call him the Mask? Shut up.
Taking his Hydronoid to the next level, wanting it to become the ultimate Bakugan.
Man, it's too cool for school all the time.
Brawler out there. But there's something more interesting with this mysterious character other than being this random rival character who has some sort of evil plot that is aligned with the other bad guys. And at first, it seems that this character tries to break through to Alice to try and mess with Dan and his group of brawling friends, but similar to Michael, who has this alter ego, Masquerade is an alter ego as well, and this time, it's a closer person to the group than just a character's grandfather. But I'll let the show kind of reveal that one to you.
This Double Fringe Miss is brought to you by...
No, just tell me. I'm never gonna watch it.
Sorry, didn't see you there. Gamer subs, am I right? I know. Use code FRINGE 10% off. Gamer subs. The series in general was toned down a bit from the original Japanese episodes, cutting out anything that would be seen as too violent and the usual fare of things we see cut down anyway. But oddly enough, Bakugan would go on to be a massive hit in North America, combating the best of them out there, hitting huge sales numbers thanks to the toys, and it grew so much here in comparison to Japan that the show itself began to be favored here first before Japan would get the following 3 seasons of the show. The next season of the show is titled New Vestroia, and it would bring with it another 52 episodes and release in 2009, not making its way to air in Japan until early 2010. We get to start seeing the evolution of Bakugan here though, as there was an emphasis put more so on the tactics in battle and adding in more types of Bakugan. And as the seasons would go on, we'd also get introductions of new bad guys and good guys that raise the stakes like most anime, or just properties like this in general, do, so that new things can come out of the property physically. The show overall would last up until 2012 with its 4th season in North America before
Sounds like it did really well.
Run. But for the final season, Japan wouldn't even get it until September of 2018. The show was received pretty well by the fans in North America, but the physical aspect of it is what was dominating. The cards mixed with the toys were a huge hit, contributing to a massive $1.6 billion in earnings from the merchandise by just 2010.
Stick around for more Bakugan Battle Brawlers.
Wow. Well, good for them, man. They was doing work.
At this point in my life, when Bakugan was becoming a thing, I never really paid
got into it, man.
My focus elsewhere on things I already had, like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! But I did originally give the first release of the products and the show a try, only to fall off of it pretty quick. It was never because I thought the show or toys and cards were bad or anything, but more so that I never really connected with it and just didn't give it any real focus. Revisiting the series now, I can see why it became so popular. The mechanic is cool and flashy, and perfect for the main demographic it was aimed at, so of course they would buy in, and even when it was stopping some things in 2012, there was still a lot of love there for the franchise that has led to more happening in more recent years, like Bakugan Battle Planet and the full-on 2023 reboot of the property that is making a new comeback that seems to carry on the brand further. As far as Japan falling off from the initial series, there would be some Japanese exclusive continuations of the anime, so that's at least cool to see. But Bakugan had a strong grip on the toy market mostly, but it did leave a good impression with the original anime as well. It's not half bad either, and I'm surprised how well it held up and how much fun it can be, gripping you to watch the next episode after you finish one. I think there are a lot of cool things that the property introduced both in the form of the show itself and with the physical side of things. It feels weird, something that this big would happen and go past me, and be this big while I thought it slowly fell off and died or something, but it was just me not paying attention.
I didn't know all this stuff about Bakugan, man.
I can see myself really being into something like this at the age I was back then, and probably still enjoying it even even more now. Once I find myself with some more free time, I may personally dive further into Bakugan, especially with the newer stuff that is more recent, and who knows, I could really get into the actual physical game itself. The initial anime pushes really hard into bringing more lore into the show, and I appreciate that it's
this guy's presentation of the story, you know, of Bakugan, not only about the anime, but how it affected the real world in terms of its merchandising, is actually really well done. It doesn't make me want to play Bakugan, but it gives me like more respect for the franchise, I think. And that's really, I think that's the main goal for it. Like, you know, there's a lot of stuff out there that's like really terrible. You know, we just got finished watching one, right? And as a fan, that just wants to see good animation and good cartoons and good TV shows, and you know, and eventually want to support it. It's like all you want is just have them get that part right first, and just at least care, right, about the fans. You know, you want to have that feeling, even though you know they're just there to make money off of you with products and stuff. We get it, but at least give us the illusion that you care. And when you see a show that did for its time, it just gives you a good feeling. You know what I mean? And you don't mind buying its products. $1 billion in sales. That's crazy, man. That's amazing. Masquerade is the split personality of somebody named Alive. See, that name doesn't sound right, man. It can't be right. Alice is the ginger chick with the green dress. Ginger chick with the green dress. Ginger chick, green dress? Who are you talking about? Oh yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Or stuff that is more recent, and who knows, I could really get into the actual physical game itself. The initial anime pushes really hard into bringing more lore into the show, and I appreciate that it's looked into more than just being context that is given and never really shown. So if you decide to give the series a try,
the tale of the show.
Just don't look for it to really help you in playing the game itself. Most card game-based shows have that issue, but that doesn't harm the fun action that's on screen. Plus, yes, the theme song absolutely slaps. It's been stuck in my head for a while now, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon.
I kind of want to hear
Let
it.
me know your thoughts on Bakugan Battle Brawlers. If you ever got into the series, or fell off from the series, or are still into the series with what they are doing now with it, in the comments below. The fandom for this series is strong here, and I love seeing a thriving community of fans expressing their love for it. I've been Jordan for...
Alice was sometimes unconsciously possessed by Masquerade. Hold on a second. Let me see Masquerade.
Through this
is Masquerade, right? You're telling me this person is that girl? Is her? They're the same person? Oh. Okay. Yeah, the name sounds like it's making fun of her. Well, I guess so what, she was like possessed with dark magic or something like that? Because like she looks nothing like the dude.
Its power to conquer the universe. Dan Kuso is the main protagonist of the show with
And his name is Kuso, by the way. I'm certain. Now I'm certain. When you said this person's name is Gehabitch, Gehabitch, like how they say it. Like it sounds like it's saying get a bitch. Like is this what it sounds like the name is? This guy's name is Dan Kuso. Like there's no way. There's no way. Hey, is he really called Shitty Dan? I don't know, man. All right. Guys, I think we should stop for now. And the reason for that is I have work to do tomorrow. It's very important I get it done. And I'm going to need to get sleep to make sure that I get enough rest to where I can feel better. And then get the work done. And then we'll stream. I just gotta make sure I get plenty of rest. I don't think the last 24 hours. I think my health got down a little bit because of that. I didn't get enough sleep. So I want to make sure I get a lot of sleep today, and then wake up, get this voiceover work done, and then we'll reach out. I'm gonna reach out in our Discord. Let's see. In the subs only section, right? And I'm gonna reach out and let you guys know that I'm gonna when I'm gonna hang out there for a while. We could talk and maybe even watch some anime. So I'll let you guys know, okay? But I wanted to stay up and hang out with you guys, but I feel like if I do that, I'm gonna really hurt myself tomorrow in terms of getting the rest I need. So let's go ahead and raid D1. And I'm sorry, that you guys were worried. Sounded like you guys were worried that like something bad happened to me. That sucks. I didn't mean it to happen, man. I was just trying to like find a way to not have to end the stream early by getting some tea or whatever. And it looks like I still gotta do the right thing. So I'm gonna go be an adult and take care of it. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Really appreciate it. Please support the channel as best as you can, no matter how you do it. I always appreciate it. Thank you for coming, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Take care, and as always, stay jamming.